like you have no culture. First of all,
I have no
to talk
culture.
to you about this. Yeah,
I'm watching a fucking movie with the guy that gets a hand job while they're smoking a fucking blunt randomly.
Haven't you?
It was
All right.
random.
Hasn't that happened to you before?
All right, come on. Let's be honest.
Hey,
here.
yo.
That'd be pretty fucking awesome to do.
Hey, that would be pretty cool, but not if it was like, my brother.
He wasn't his brother.
My brother from another mother.
Bruh.
I'm not of that skin tone, so I can't say that word. But, what's up, everybody? Are we fucking? What are we doing here?
Turn up a little more.
By God, this show's ruined.
This show's fucking.
It's been ruined, dude.
It's terrible. Why'd you bring up Moonlight, dude?
That movie was fucking awesome.
Should I turn it up louder?
Sucked.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live with Two Smarks and a Mark. I'm Mark Flores alongside my co-host Craze and the guy who usually pops up every so often, every Bad Moon Lunar that shows up, Cass from the 840 region.
You always cut it when the pyros are going.
I got it because then Jim Ross starts talking. Speaking of Jim Ross.
Oh, shit.
Hey, man, for real, though.
Speaking of Jim Ross, I want to have a quick moment of silence for Jim Ross's wife, who we just got word that she did pass away. So for the respect out of the greatest commentator in wrestling history.
And a man that loved his wife. I mean, period, man. That dude loved his wife. For real. For real.
I want to have a quick moment of silence for good old JR. All right, perfect.
Why would we have a silence for JR and not his wife?
Well, for JR's wife.
Yeah, but we gave the silence in honor to JR.
His
to
wife,
JR's wife.
To his wife. No, but for real, though, I got
To
mad
JR
respect.
and who is that of his wife?
Yeah, I mean...
They're pretty much the same person
man.
in union.
My condolences,
Yeah,
brother.
man. My condolences big time.
That's fucked up, dude. Really, that is.
Man loved his wife. It sucks. Well, we're here. This paper review. What's going on, guys?
What's up, dude? Back again. Back at it, brother.
It's good to have you back, Cause. It's been a long time.
It's been rough for me,
Shouldn't have
man.
left you
Without a
no
strong
beat.
smart to step to.
It's fine. It's all right. But I'm back here, and I took
Well,
notes for the first time ever.
The thing I want to ask: are you back like a part timer in WWE's back, where you're just going to be back a couple days?
He's a part-timer.
Yeah.
Again?
He's a podcast part timer.
He's a podcast part-timer.
He only shows up for the big cards,
for the Slam, the Mania,
yeah,
the Humble,
the Survivor, the series,
the series of Survivors. You know,
the series of Survivors.
Yeah, man, I'm back though.
What's up, dude?
On a bi-weekly basis.
Well, it's all right to be bi. It's all right to be bi.
There's nothing wrong with being bi.
There's nothing wrong with being bi. You're right.
Even though I hate fence sitters, there's nothing wrong with being bi.
Well, he is sitting on the fence in terms of either being a person of consistency with being a co-host.
There we go.
Or
his boyfriend is named Fence.
That too.
Yeah, I had to do the wiggle.
Shout out to
what butt wiggle
Norman
are you talking
Smiley.
About?
I don't know if she got it from Norman with that butt wiggle, but
he's talking, of course, about something else.
What we got going on today?
Well, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and then we're also going to be talking about a little more information regarding the Hardys finally stepping into the WWE Squared Circle.
Can we start calling them the Hardy Boys again?
Not yet.
Let's just face it and start calling them the Hardy Boys again.
Yeah, we might as well.
This broken gimmick is not coming over, is what I'm saying.
It's as long as it's still in that cease and desist stage.
I don't know if it is.
Has any judge said, "Hey, stop"?
No.
Then there's nothing they can do. Same thing with Ray Phoenix and fucking AAA. There's nothing they can do.
The AAA's trying to take Phoenix's gimmick?
They see what the gimmick with that is. Ray Phoenix wanted to break away from AAA, but they own the name Phoenix, so he himself came up with the name Ray Phoenix, which it's so creative. But anyways, so behind Phoenix's back, AAA went and trademarked it in the Mexico Patent Office and the United States Patent Office, and they're trying to fight it now. And it's like, dude,
that's fucking
it's a bunch of bullshit. They're doing the same thing with Pentagon. There's a big old legal dispute right now with AAA.
Where they copyright every name he tries to advertise before he even gets to wrestle that date.
Yeah. So Penta Zero Metal's gone. They already got that. So now he's like Penta M0 or MZ.
Is he going to have to drop the whole Pentagon?
It's shitty. It's shitty. It's because he has to drop the name Pentagon Jr., but none of the gimmick.
That's so stupid.
That's why he went to Pentagon Dark.
Although Zero Miedo his signature, his Zero Miedo
Gimmick.
is trademarked by Lucha Underground, so there might be some
His name should just be
that.
Pentagon. Pentagone.
Yeah.
And then, like, come out without a mask.
And then, and then debut in the WWE roster
No, he needs that mask.
as
Pentagon needs
as
that
Hexagon,
mask. Hexagon. Jr.
Hexagon Senior.
He'll be Octagon Junior. And he'll have an MMA gimmick.
God.
Oh my God! It's Pentagram Junior.
Pentagram Jr.
That honestly sucks, dude. Like,
That does suck.
his gimmick's his whole thing. Like,
It's fuck, man. Not only that, you've seen him live. You've seen him live.
he hasn't seen him live.
Negative.
Have you? You haven't seen him live?
I seen him live, dude. What's up?
Fuck yeah, get some of that. Well, we seen him live, and dude, I swear to God, this guy has like a fucking presence. As soon as he stepped into the fucking temple, it was like,
So does Son of Havoc.
that's fucking and Son of Havoc 2 is another one. But when fucking Pentagon stepped in and he threw his shit down, it was like, that's a guy right there. That's the man. Mm-hmm. And you don't get that feeling with a lot of wrestlers.
A bigger present than Monster Macabza?
Yeah.
Monster Macabres.
The monster stash. Disco, you son of a bitch.
What, Disco Inferno shit on him?
That's how he pronounces his name. The monster stash.
Oh my.
I love.
Disco Inferno's an old man.
I love Disco. He's awesome.
So how about we talk about Monday Night Raw and how it started this week?
Refresh my memory. I don't remember.
So it opens up with Mick Foley coming out, and during his promo, it leads you to believe that he's going to be resigning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then he ends up coming out, and then he says that he isn't leaving anywhere, and then he gets his mic cut off when he's trying to cut the promo about WWE, and then Stephanie comes out and says, well, I'm going to cut to the chase, and you're just fired, Mick Foley. And after that, Sami Zayn, out of all people, comes out.
Didn't make sense to me.
And in typical Scott fashion, he's trying to bridge this whole dispute here. Tries to fix the situation between Stephanie and Mick Foley. So Sammy keeps mentioning that he wants to make things right with this whole thing. And then Samoa Joe comes out, correct?
You know, dude, when Samoa Joe's music hits, after Sami Zayn's stepping out of bounds, he's stepping out of line, and in Stephanie's face, as soon as Samoa Joe's music hits, you're like, dude, he's gonna get fucking wrecked right now.
Yeah.
Which, Samoa Joe comes out. They have a match, good match.
This storyline is just like super shoehorned in to like, we're getting really good matches, but these storylines are just like, why did Sammy come out? He knew there's nothing he can do to Stephanie.
Except hit her with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
He could do that, but I mean, as far as the character of Stephanie McMahon now, he can't talk back to her. He can't even stand up for Mick Foley, which I guess that's what he was out there doing.
Yeah, and Stephanie actually called that out. Like,
well,
like,
Sammy,
what the fuck are you doing? You're not in any
you?
position to be out here to deal with something of this magnitude, which kind of exposes creative.
Yeah, and it's like, why are you poking your hole? Yeah, you're poking holes in your own shit.
In the foot.
Oh man,
pretty interesting.
It led to a really good match though with Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn, dude.
Yeah, there was the couple spots I wanted to mention about Joe and Sammy. There was a snap power slam by Samoa Joe that was awesome,
beautiful.
And watching Samoa Joe do a suicide dive is very, very scary.
I love it, dude. The way right now,
it looks hard to take.
No, he does it so smoothly though. Like, I don't know, dude. It seems like he's not really putting himself. He's launching his fucking 290 pound body through the ropes, but in honesty, dude, it looks like he's doing it as safe as he possibly could.
Yeah, but I mean, consider the frame of Sami Zayn versus the frame of Samoa Joe.
But Sami Zayn, he did his what is it, plancha? What was it?
Suicida?
No, over the top rope.
Yeah, Spaceman plant? No.
So he did.
It's a tope. It's tope.
It's a tope. It's a tope, whatever. Yeah. He does it, and he landed. He did it exactly how that move is supposed to be done, and he landed right on top of Samoa Joe's head, and it looked bad.
I feel like sometimes though, like Sammy will land that shit so smooth, I can't even believe it. Like
It does
I'm
look, it does look clean.
I was just like, all right, he just rolled right over his shoulder. That didn't hurt. Sammy just did an awesome front flip over the top rope and landed on his feet. That was so incredibly clean. Yeah.
So then, after Sami Zayn does his patented DDT through the turnbuckles, his tornado DDT.
It's been a while since he landed that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that done in a long time. Then he tries to do the haluva kick. Then Joe Hook does that like turnbuckle rock bottom type. He has it's a 3-letter word that he uses. I forget what it's called though, but
Yeah.
he then slams him down and then gets him in the
Cochina clutch.
Cochina clutch.
Yeah.
Cochina club.
Then he ends up submitting him, and Sami Zayn, jobber to the stars.
That sucks, dude. Once again, laying down.
Hey, yo, that was a pretty sloppy Cochina clutch there, man.
Yeah.
That shit was like, ew. I do jujitsu, bro. Sell me something better, man.
Well, to the untrained eye, it
That's
actually
true.
looks pretty brutal.
I got worked at that. I don't know any better.
Oh,
I only know holds specifically of wrestling nature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's all right though, because I went into jiu-jitsu with that same what is it?
Mentality?
Education.
Oh, okay.
As far as holds are concerned, and it worked out pretty well for me.
Yeah,
I get a lot of heat in the gym.
When you do some pro wrestling shit on some grappling motherfuckers,
They get mad.
Yeah.
They don't like it.
Really?
And I've thrown Boston crabs and shit like that.
dude, for you to
STS.
Boston crab someone in like the middle of a rolling session, not only is that hard to get, but like you said, you'll get some heat on you.
Yeah, and I full on got a full Boston crab. I was standing on it, and I almost tapped him out, but he figured out how to roll out of it. But like I was completely into it, wrenching down on his lower back. He was folded in half and everything, and he figured out how to get his legs away from me. But I kind of didn't want to finish it like that because I was just like, this is just like.
You ever get anyone in a Steiner recliner?
No, almost.
Almost,
and almost, but it's very hard to get the crossface and keep your legs in between yours.
You gotta sit on it.
Sit down on it. The one I've landed for sure, and it lands, and you can get it, is the STF.
Oh, the step over
real
to a whole
stretch.
phase.
Real stretch works like a motherfucker, dude. And people are like, "What was that? What'd you do?" It's a little bit of STF, a little real stretch for your ass.
You ever cripple or crossface anybody?
A cripple or crossface, yeah, but it's not really like
You can't.
It doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
It looks,
it's something totally different.
It looks balled up in a little ball.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like that, but yes, lock that. Yeah, that's one.
Can you do me a favor? Can you tighten up that? Cripple crossface for me?
Oh yeah, you got it. You got it. Next time out, I promise.
What do you say? I'm gonna need you to snug that shit up.
I'm gonna need you to snug it up, buddy.
Oh,
He's like,
hey,
for you,
that's
Austin,
cool.
I will.
Now I know that if I do that shit in the octagon, I'm gonna get tons of heat. Just do like $1 million dreams.
Oh hell yeah.
Cobra clutches.
Oh hell yeah.
Can you get No, it'd be hard to get like a Rings of Saturn or something.
Rings of Saturn, yeah.
You can.
Yeah, no,
but
that's
you can
possible.
pull that off.
You can pull that off for sure.
I've seen it done in WWE. You could definitely pull that off.
You can, of course, pull that off,
dude. Fucking Perry Saturn, you know Perry Saturn, right?
Ooh.
The next thing that Raw had was the Mick Foley farewell segment where he's taking the long road and
the walk of shame.
I think they fucking played out that shot. They do it for Goldberg. They do it for like walks of shame, just for people showing up. Like, dude, come on, what are these people doing backstage? They're just like fucking
no one's
around.
banging anything.
Why are they never in rooms? They're always like in the hallways backstage.
And it's always like,
cold.
it's a hallway, but it's like dressed up, but not dressed up enough to where you still see the hallway and the giant arena in the back, but like at eye level, it's like studio.
In that farewell segment, they had a big shot of Jeremy Lin in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremy Lin from the Brooklyn Nets was getting like free advertisement.
It's like,
the whole
yeah,
time.
what the fuck, dude?
They do that shit.
Oh man.
So he says goodbye to Sammy. Sammy's like, thank you for my whole career. He then passes through Sheamus and Cesaro. They then thank him for giving them the opportunity for the tag titles. Then he passes TJ Perkins and Mustafa Ali, who don't really, they're like, all right, see you, Mick.
They have like nothing going on.
He sees Bailey, and then Bailey gives Mick a hug. And then he's met by Triple H at the door. And then Triple H
Just
is
standing
all
there like a cool guy.
yeah, he's like the cool bully. I'm not surprised.
Flicking a nickel and shit.
What are you
They
doing?
should have had
here,
him
Mick?
in like a seat, but the seat's backwards, like how bullies usually sit down.
And putting out a cigarette as Mick walks up.
Yeah, they should have had that.
Stepping on it.
As soon as he heads out, Triple H then tells Mick Foley to have a nice day, and then he closes it up.
The most dickhead way to say have a nice day ever, dude. Fucking Triple H is the man. I love you.
Triple H is the
have
man.
a nice day! This fucking asshole right here. Hell yeah. That's what I watch wrestling for.
Pretty sad. What do you guys think about Mick Foley's run as a GM?
He couldn't read a line to save his fucking life. He's not the kind of guy.
What? I thought he was awesome. I thought, well...
That was a good change of pace.
I'm probably getting worked here, but he might have been stifled a little bit with what he... Well, dude, I followed...
Reading lines just isn't him, dude.
No. But I followed him on Facebook before he was even GM.
Yeah.
And the stuff he'd ran about every day, every day after Raw, every time after SmackDown, he'd fucking throw out a rant and said, "Oh, this is what's wrong. This is what I think these guys should be doing." Mm-hmm. So when he got
some heat for that too.
He got some heat and he got some support, a lot of support. So when he was, given the GM role, I thought he was going to be all right. He's going to overhaul shit. He's going to put his 2 cents in. But ultimately, it seemed like he just got
promos, but he didn't.
Yeah, but it seemed like he got stifled, and like you said, reading lines is just brutal.
It was fucking brutal, dude.
But
reading lines is just.
But I was surprised with the way he can actually act and deliver lines.
Yeah.
Especially when he's cutting when he's cutting a promo against Triple H, or when he was firing up Sami Zayn. All those were really, really good. Really good. And I fucking love Mick Foley. He's like one of my top 3 favorites. So like a lot of the shit he did, I was happy for, and it kind of sucks that it's come to an end. But fuck it, whatever.
I think I'm jaded though because I'm used to the commish, and he was just
commissioner
fucking Foley, phenomenal at being the commish because they just let him be himself.
That's what I wanted,
and we didn't get that from this Mick Foley. We didn't.
I hate the fact that when WWE brings somebody in. Mm-hmm. It's still that GM role, but it's the same route that everyone's taking now. With Daniel Bryan and Mick Foley as GMs on separate brands, Daniel being SmackDown and Mick being Raw, it's the same. It's the same damn thing.
It's the exact same gimmick,
same setups. Instead of red, it's blue this time with Daniel, and it's like
the same belts.
Give them their own taste.
Yeah.
What SmackDown and Raw?
As far as who's running the show,
the identity of a GM, where they're still in the same backgrounds, they're still doing the same.
Everything
thing,
looks the same.
Everything's
the same
dressed
product.
up exactly the same on every other show.
Just think about this.
The team of Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon is a little different, though.
Think about this, though.
No, I'm just saying, like the locales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
the Titantron.
Well,
the Titantron walk-in area. Is you can't even tell if you're watching. You can't tell what product you're watching. Only the people that are educated can tell because they see blue or red lights. And the pay-per-views are just random.
You remember when he was commissioner? He had like a fucking he put his desk anywhere.
Anywhere, dude. Fucking, it wouldn't even be a desk sometimes. It'd be like a fucking a bunch of pipes
on a pallet.
And what I loved about him is that he never had like traditional plants in his office. They were always cactus.
Yes.
It was always cactus. And I was like, dude, this is so badass because people would walk in and poke themselves for a shoot and be like, God damn it, and just try and stay in character. It was some of the best work ever, dude.
So then it leads up to Bayley cutting a segment with Stephanie.
Brutal.
And Bayley's hurt by Steph's actions. Like, Steph, I looked up to you. You really hurt me the way you did it. Just basically being wooden as all hell.
It was fucking brutal, dude.
And then Stephanie sets up Bayley with Nia Jax. And if Nia Jax wins against Bayley, and keep in mind this is a no DQ match that she ends up setting up, Nia Jax then has the ability to be in the potential 3-way that was there at WrestleMania. It now becomes a fatal 4-way if she wins.
If she wins.
Ooh,
yes.
me. Call on me.
Yes, cause.
Why didn't Charlotte or Sasha come down and interfere and cause Nia Jax, presumably the strongest, toughest woman in the division, to stay out of the fucking match? What was that?
It opens up the window, right? The DQ does.
It's just like, it's a no DQ match. They set it up for this specific storyline.
And what did we get? Chair spots.
Chair spot, yeah. Oh, man. There was 2 holes like that in this episode of Raw. 2 big, giant, gaping holes.
Whoa. With recent
foreshadowing.
With recent news about celebrity nudes leaked. Yeah. That's a pretty
a rough
choice
I'm
of
gonna keep
words.
this title away from you.
Yeah, slide that over
No,
there.
don't.
Slide that over there.
I know.
Gotta respect the title, brother.
Always got to respect the title.
So then
Foreshadowing.
we then come to the
Don't say
Chris,
come
face Chris Jericho coming out to a Brooklyn crowd, and the crowd pops hard
my
for this guy.
God.
Chris Jericho.
Ooh, man.
He's the GOAT, dude.
Chris Generico.
Christian.
Christian Generico. The highlight reels in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
The friends of Jericho.
Cheer him on,
Dude, it
man.
goes over so... goes over hard.
I got it right here in my notes. He's a fan of Jericho. He's marking out, man. That was the fucking
He's marking
best.
out,
That
man.
was the best ever. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Chris Jericho is the fucking man for sure, dude.
He
Dude, he's
then goes
the
into a
best.
segment of saying, well, I'm going to expose the real Kevin Owens for who he is. And then it shows a photo of Kevin Owens in Chris Jericho's old gear as a little one.
Can't teach that.
Can't teach that.
A young Steen.
A baby Steen,
When he was
if
part
you
of the
will.
Young Steen Bears.
When I was a young Steen watching ringside watching Jericho.
You never read the Kevin Steen Bears?
No, that was
I
an
know he
alternate
is.
reality.
Oh, God.
That was a different reality that we were all a part
So
of.
then he read. He then ended up reading a bunch of direct messages that Kevin Owens gave Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was like, "Well, he DM'd me and I responded back as soon as he got into WWE and let him know what he can and can't do." And after that, Samoa Joe then comes out again, and then Kevin Owens blindsides him in the back, and then the crowd chants "stupid idiot," and then the segment's over. I love this dude. Chris Jericho has the ability to evolve every couple of years into something that just gets over.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard thing to keep doing consistently, especially with an evolving fan base.
It's crazy too because we saw this character, like literally, like he foreshadowed this babyface turn with like it and like all the stuff he was doing with Kevin Owens and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, dude, all this heel stuff is for sure gonna pay off in a dope ass babyface
hell yeah.
run. Like it's getting over, and as soon as I turn babyface, we're gonna be drawing fucking money with green crayons, man.
We're gonna be printing money, baby.
We then had Brian Kendrick versus T.J. Perkins. Good match between the two. They faced each other plenty of times in the back in the day. Even in the Cruiserweight Classic, I believe they did fight against each other.
Was that TJ Perkins and who?
T.J. Perkins and Brian Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
That was for the title though, was it? For the
Yeah, that was for the title.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
was
they did it for the
CW.
title.
that was
That's
the
what it
match
was.
to watch with them.
For the millionth time they wrestled again.
No,
but still.
for the title, when they fought for that original title, that was the match to watch. That was a good ass match.
That was a good
No,
match.
but they've wrestled over and over and
Yeah,
over again.
it's
but
overkill.
no, I don't think so.
yet.
They still. What pissed me off was that Brian Kendrick won in like 2 minutes. That was kind of lame. After watching them, like you said, with those title matches, just leave it all in there. It was like, dude, 2 minutes, really? It's sliced bread's gonna take him out right away.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then again, though,
That pisses
I mean,
me off. But I still like watching them wrestle.
TJ Perkins has like, I don't know what's missing with him.
Great moveset. It's just
Is there
the
something
promos.
missing? Is there
That's it.
something missing?
Yeah.
Not even just that though. Like his entrance to the
Are you
ring.
telling me being a Filipino kid isn't a gimmick?
Apparently it is.
8-bit Filipino dude.
All you have to do is wear Nike Airs, Jordans. You know, you're in. You're in there like swimwear.
Jesus, man.
There
I'm
really
missing
is
the
a
boat.
disconnect when I look at TJ Perkins. But it's not his moveset. It's not his entrance. It's just the lack of character development. I don't think there's not a reason for me to find an appeal towards him. I don't feel an actual traction towards his character.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler. I like his moveset.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near as bad as Tony
So
Nese.
you said it was the Filipino video game character? Is that his gimmick? What is his gimmick?
He's an 8-bit luchador in a fourth dimensional world or 3-dimensional world.
Where has this ever been said?
His entrance is Mega Man. You know?
Oh, his entrance is that's just what's implied in his entrance. You fill in the blank.
He's a video game character. He got lost in the real world.
Oh,
that's the thing about TJP. You know, TJP is just down with OPP, and you
That's
know me.
true.
But and then so after Brian Kendrick wins, he then cuts a promo on Akira Tozawa saying that Akira Tozawa's left. He's still in Japan because he took his passport, or he's still abroad, and he took his passport.
That was some old school heel
That's
shit,
some
dude.
old school
I
stuff
like that.
right there.
That
Brother.
was cool. I like that.
I thought it could have been delivered a little bit better because I don't think the message got across with the fans.
I mean, let's just say if this was Attitude Era, there would have been a scene with Akira Tozawa at the fucking airport, like,
Yeah.
I can't get on the plane. What do you mean?
Yeah,
You know what I
that
mean?
would've been sick.
There would have been that scene, but without that scene, there was just a little missing piece right there.
Yeah.
But man, that was funny though. I got his passport. I was like, oh, what a dick.
Rule number's 12. Like, I
Yeah, I was
love
like,
the rule set he's putting out there.
Akira Tozawa's just in the airport. He starts to snap. He's like, and everyone just gets behind him.
we
and
need
he
you to
just
calm down.
Just snap suplexes.
Why didn't they do that? That'd be
That was
hard.
the fucking best, dude.
He German suplex the luggage man.
TSA agent.
right on his luggage. Then he flips open some like luggage that has his equipment and all the stuff in it.
Oh,
That'd be funny.
It has fucking Suicide's a costume in there. His gimmick.
Because Akira Tozawa double times his
Yeah.
Impact on Thursdays and Suicide.
Oh, really? I thought that was TJ Perkins.
Roman Reigns reassures in a promo later that day, later on Monday Night Raw, that this is still his yard, guys. So make sure to, when you guys see him, like, yeah, this is your.
Every time they mention that, I always think of Cosmo because you're the first person I heard pointed
he's
out
the Roman badass.
that
He's the all Roman badass.
This is my.
I have it right here. Vince's actual pitch. He read this pitch to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so here it is. I got like Roman and the Undertaker, right? It's like I have a dog, and they're in like a yard.
A big dog.
See, but he's a big dog, right? Yeah. But he's old now, see? And it's still a big yard, and it's still his. But now I bought a new dog, right? So there's like a new dog, and there's two dogs in a yard. And like, I've never seen two dogs fight, pal. You know, I've been doing wrestling all the time.
I have no time for dog fights.
But imagine if two dogs were to fight, and there were two big dogs. And that's
I'll draw.
WrestleMania 33. Roman and Undertaker. Big dog fight.
The big
For the
dog.
For the yard.
For the heart. And this is what Vince McMahon called me, Cosmo, on my cell phone and was like, here's the pitch. And I was
Direct
like,
line
dude,
to Cosmo.
that's fucking money right there, dude.
Vince McCaw's right here.
That is money.
No, but you had brought it up, the fact that the Undertaker hasn't said that the ring was his yard since like 2004.
It's been so damn long.
See that, but that's an Easter egg that you get. That's the Easter egg of like, oh, you've been with SmackDown and WWE this long. We're gonna give you a treat here.
Yeah.
It's been a slow cooking.
You guys deserve this.
It's been a slow cooking this long.
Oh.
Let Roman Reigns get heat with all the people of the ruthless aggression era by saying this is his yard. It's like, wait, that's Undertaker's line.
You're like, wait
I
a
remember
minute.
that from 2004.
Ruthless aggression era. All those people are just 10 years older. They're still watching.
Yeah.
They lost all the attitude people.
So then the next segment that we had, and this is something I've never was able to hear with my own ears. Tony Schiavone's voice was being heard on Monday Night Raw.
Whoa.
So good.
Whoa.
What, during like a WCW?
During the Goldberg segment. They had a Goldberg segment after the Roman Reigns one.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I know.
Okay,
What-
wait.
one of
Before
the-
we go on to that.
One of the 6 12-minute Goldberg segments that
Okay.
were spread throughout the night.
Before we go into that real quick.
Schiavone's voice.
Oh, wait, no, that was the end of the show. Okay, hey, no, you're right.
Well,
you're right.
go ahead.
Tony Schiavone's voice, the voice of WCW. Next to Iron Mike Tenay.
That's true. And a little bit of Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, and
We-
Bobby the
Sweetwater.
Brain. Bobby gives you brain Heenan.
Bobby gives you brain.
Bobby
baby.
got
And
good brain.
who could forget Dusty Rhodes, brother?
That was funny. I was listening to
Now, was that
Cornette.
towards the end of Raw?
No, this is all in order. I had
Okay.
I don't know if it's one of the many Goldberg segments, but
He's money, baby. Look at the look. He's an incredible
did you ever
look.
notice? You don't. Oh yeah, you don't watch the old Monday Nitro stuff, huh?
No, he doesn't.
Pay attention to when Dusty Rhodes actually names
Oh,
Tony
my-
Schiavone. Like, oh man, it's gonna be a good one, Tony Schiavone. Like
Tony
he says
Schiavone.
It's gonna be a bombastic.
Giovanni's like
Giovanni.
DiGiorno, like he
DiGiorno.
says some shit. Like, it's gonna be a
Giovanni.
great one, baby. It's gonna be
It's gonna be a great one. Go buy it.
What did you guys?
Good.
What did you guys like about WCW back in the day?
Oh come on! Don't give me
Fuck
started,
off,
bro.
man.
How long?
Because-
Do you, this is
Hold
this
on.
is Two Smarks and a Mark. This
I didn't watch
We know
that
who the
back
mark is.
You guys are the marks.
Dude, I'm telling you.
2 marks and a smart.
WCW had
Disco Inferno. Is that what you watched,
I
dude?
wasn't-
Serious?
You're gonna cut me off. Come on.
Serious?
Ew.
WCW had Hogan, Savage,
Seen it before.
Flair,
Seen it before.
This
Ultimo
guy's-
Dragon,
this
Juventud Guerrero.
This guy's saying
Who's
Rey
Ultimo
Mysterio,
Dragon?
Eddie Guerrero.
Honestly, who's Ultimo
He's like,
Dragon?
I seen it before, even though I was a 4-year-old kid when that shit was going down.
Seen it before.
Before, Papa.
I seen this.
I think this.
I was watching.
I seen this.
I was watching Mosh and Thrasher.
I'm telling you, man,
while guys
the cruiserweight
digging up
division.
bullshit.
You were slapping into a Slim Jim. Shut the fuck up.
I snapped into a couple
You probably
slims.
were watching, what was that, Thunder in Paradise or whatever the Hulk Hogan movie was?
No holds barred.
Yeah, you were probably no holes barring
I was
yourself.
watching Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain, brother.
No, it's Three Ninjas Strike or Kickback or whatever.
He was talking about the third
I was
one.
talking about the third one.
No.
Please. Hulk Hogan.
Ninja Mountain,
Ew.
brother.
High Noon at Mega Mountain. Please.
Well,
Don't
yeah.
get it twisted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the way around.
For sure.
What do you know about Suburban Commando?
Ooh.
Suburban Commando.
Suburban Commando is a Hulk Hogan movie.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan and
Well,
Christopher Lloyd.
Which one did he do when he was a nanny?
That was The Nanny.
The nanny.
Wow.
I got that one.
So Tony Schiavone, you heard his voice, and it just harkened back to a time where life was much simpler.
Yeah, it took me back, dude, because WCW Nitro had the best announcers.
What did he say?
It did.
Huh?
What-
He was just mentioning Goldberg. It was just starting
Bill.
to. It was just did Turnberg. You know, I was talking about Hardberg.
Turnberg?
What?
What's
It's
Turnberg?
Turdberg?
Oh, I think you said
Goldberg
Turnberg.
that we're introduced to now, where he's squashing these guys in less than a minute and 30 seconds, and did Kevin Owens dirty in 25 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
You know
man,
what?
that
It-
exchange between them two was the best.
The hiding
Piece of shit.
the hiding issue is that he's getting people off surprise. And watch, there's going to be a time where someone's going to shove him first, which is going to be Goldberg at WrestleMania.
Goldberg at WrestleMania is going to
Well,
show
it's good. Brock
Goldberg.
Lesnar's going to do that against
Okay.
Goldberg at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, I get a little excited during Two Smarks and a Mark.
Oh.
The next thing we had on the docket here was Triple H cutting a promo calling out Seth Rollins, and the fans want to see Seth. That's the whole
I hate this.
It's-
Go ahead.
the whole thing that Triple H is like, come on, Seth, let's do this. And
Seth,
Seth is
Come down here,
taking a route
Seth.
similar to Mick Foley, where he puts his body on the line at WrestleMania.
Seth crutching
You know,
his way down to the ring.
He's basically putting the injury over big time by doing that. And the only thing I'm seeing out of this, like I mentioned to you at previous podcasts, is it's going to be one of those non-sanctioned, off the cuff street fights.
which is exactly what they is going to sign for. what
Which
they're
is an
gonna sign.
excuse not to work hard at
Yeah.
Seth Rollins this week, because I don't think Triple H can handle Seth Rollins. I think he'd crumble underneath.
I think
Seth Rollins
moveset.
could. Seth Rollins could.
If
work
there's going to be
around it.
one guy to blow up Triple H in the
gonna be
ring,
Seth Rollins.
it'll be Seth Rollins.
for sure.
Yeah.
with his moveset and shit. No.
Yeah,
Triple
he's
H.
going to be
Triple H ain't
bouncing
gonna
around
pace it
like
down,
that.
brother.
Fuck, dude.
Triple H is like, "What's going on?"
What happened to the knee spots, man?
Hey, I'm supposed to give you the kitchen sink, goddammit.
Get over here for this spine buster, you son of a bitch.
Come over here. You're supposed to come to me. After that, we had the
The non-sanction. All right, you guys. Non-sanction fight bout agreement that's set to be signed next week. Right? It's not official.
Fuck, are they signing anything
Yeah, it's not
for?
gonna be signed. There's no signing for
I
that.
know.
Thanks, Grace. Meet me out in the parking lot.
It's just
Sign
one of
these
the- it's
papers.
just these
We're gonna have a
illusions.
fist. We're gonna have a street fight. Fists only. Meet me so we could sign this fucking contract. No, but that's basically what they set it up for next week. They're gonna have a contract signing, and they're finally gonna get it set in stone. However, the day after, Triple H went on SportsCenter,
Yeah.
and he did this interview with this
You mean Paul Levesque?
Paul Levesque, Paul Triple H Levesque
Yeah.
did this interview, and then the girl giving the interview says, "So you're facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, right? Because it's not official yet. They're going to do the contract signing, but you know wrestling stuff can go wrong." But she said that, and Triple H was just like, yeah, like you guys still like people still understand that wrestling's fake, but
Fix.
it's not set in stone yet, and she kind of just gave it away.
Wait, how so? Like,
She's just like, so you're going to be facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, right? and Triple H was just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they hadn't gotten that far in the storyline
Yeah.
yet.
He probably told them offhand, like backstage, like, yeah, I'm going to have a match and all this. And then she just kind of brought it out, which always
so
makes
you
me...
told me in the back that you were gonna.
So in the green room, he said that The Rock's going to return at WrestleMania. And he's just like, oh.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Yeah, no, there's definitely little holes in there that we're gonna get to in SmackDown. I got something in my notes.
So there's holes that need to be filled later
Oh,
on.
for
in this
sure.
Podcast.
There's holes that have been
There's-
filled by multiple people. But what are we talking about?
Maybe
So then,
tag team champions?
after Triple H got done with his interview with Stone Michael Cole, then we went on to the 4-on-2 handicap match. Basically,
Michael Cole, baby.
we had Enzo and Cass coming out to the ring, and then the club, Anderson and Gallows, ended up beating their own tag team partners up to then face the people that they were facing. Who's the? So
what the fuck is this, dude?
I like to put out.
What the fuck?
So it was the club versus Sheamus and Cesaro 4-on-2. Just because Stephanie McMahon was pissed off that they were
with their opportunity to go to fucking WrestleMania on the line, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they beat the shit out of Cesaro and Sheamus? Big Cass and Enzo on Sheamus. The Bullet Club on Cesaro. They're literally a tag team with a babyface and a heel taking on a babyface and heel tag team. Is this fucking like... am I missing something here, man?
Man. The problem is that you're woke.
I guess so.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to sleep, man.
No, man. You're high atop the wrestling observatory like we are.
Oh,
well, I'm
of course.
looking down on wrestling, and I'm like, fuck you
Don't
guys.
look down on wrestling.
You can't
dude.
go down on wrestling. Come on,
No.
You go up on it.
You go up on it.
It's too big for us sometimes.
And you
understand?
accept its spray. Accept it.
Oh.
Well, that's a different story.
You have to turn the page on that one. Anyway, to get to that, you can blame Enzo and Cass for making fun of their own tag team partners,
Terrible.
but
What
still,
the
it's
fuck
still
was that?
it's cheap. It's cheap to then have the club beat them up and make an excuse for it.
No, Vince didn't call me personally on this one. What was his pitch on this? Like, did he okay this? Was just like, fuck it, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, what you do? I'm just gonna go ahead and chalk it up to the fact that they might have had to cut a New Day segment short, and they kind of threw this together.
I can see that.
That's just in my mind trying to justify something so dog shit ridiculous.
Did we have this? Was this the
It was
same
confusing. That's the only thing I'm getting out of this.
Was this
It's
the
very
same?
Super confusing.
Was this the same show that the Shining Stars got beat by Cass in a handicap match?
No, this
No,
isn't
okay,
the same.
this isn't okay. But still, I mean,
Watch a lot of wrestling.
fuck. I mean, Cass just beat the Shining
This is
Stars
3 hours
by
of
him
wrestling
fucking
here.
self. Why weren't they involved? Like these, if they beat you, they're gonna get their title shot, and not you, Sheamus and Cesaro.
Dude,
Or something, man. I mean, come on.
the Raw tag team division is just
It's
done.
It's 3 tag teams.
It's done over so much. It's ridiculous.
Shining Stars got beat by Cass by himself.
Beat by Big Show by himself the week before.
The week before, or fuck, Roman Reigns beat the club by himself
Yeah, that was
twice.
twice. Who beat Sheamus and Cesaro? I know somebody did it by them fucking selves because almost all these tag teams have been beat by one person in a handicap match, and it's like
I don't know.
I can remember at least 3.
This is by far the shittiest tag team.
It's
booking.
terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
across the board though.
And it's not even the tag team's fault. It's just
not.
a matter of not involving and putting much importance onto the storylines
Or compelling
with tag teams
compelling,
in it.
at least compelling.
Or the tag teams themselves. Let's revive this shit a little bit.
Maybe.
You think there needs to be a revival within the WWE Smack tag team division?
Raw tag team division. I
Well, I
definitely think they can
that-
put a little dash, maybe
Of
a little,
something in it.
maybe a
What's
little
like, what's it
Dawson in
missing?
there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
If there's a revival that needs to happen within the tag team divisions, what kind of revival do they need? You know,
All I know is that when the day turned into the tag team division just. But it does need a revival.
What are you talking about? The New Day had a dope run.
No, they didn't. Shut
I-
the fuck up.
dude.
They didn't know.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. No,
What do
they
you think? What do you think?
about the New Day's
The New-
overall run?
Yeah.
They killed it.
Yeah.
You have to understand is like
You
the
know, the
New Day
market-
started at this low point.
They
and
killed the tag team division. Who the fuck else is out there that we can take serious that the New Day didn't beat the shit out of like a drum?
Well, the thing they did.
the New Day didn't necessarily beat every tag team clean.
Okay, hold on.
They were tweeners.
Okay,
Yeah.
they didn't beat everybody clean, but in everybody's perception,
Okay.
it was clean. I mean, nobody booed them when they were cheating the Dudleys. Nobody booed them when they were cheating the club. And, like, nobody booed them for any of
Everyone
their
had
shit.
New Day shirts on.
Exactly. So, you say New Day killed it. Yeah, they killed the entire tag team division because everybody they fought, they squashed, made them look like idiots.
That's true.
And now it's
I
like,
believe
who the
it.
fuck else do we have left?
I
We got
don't know.
nobody. And now the New Day is out of the tag team division. They
Yeah.
were feuding with Titus O'Neil.
Which is
What
really
is that?
dumb.
What is that? I mean, I'm out to lunch. I'm out to lunch on this one.
So
Dude, if they're not going to revive the tag team division, they can at least break it some way.
Yeah, something.
Broken.
Maybe.
Get some broken tag team division up in
Maybe.
here.
Maybe they need some.
But now there's two. You have to break both of them.
But who's going to author the pain of the tag team division from that?
Shit.
I know. Who
that
can?
book does not need to be written.
I know.
That book needs a couple different drafts, maybe.
Or they can at least put a Tommaso and Gargano.
Maybe they can do it.
Their tag team
And a
division.
dash of Dawson in it, too.
There you go.
Wow, man. I see what you did there.
Very subtle.
Or maybe
it was as subtle as a car accident.
Maybe try some other tag team combinations.
Hey,
that
don't say
people
that.
don't
Rest
that
in
don't
peace,
get,
Jim Ross's wife.
Time or like relevance.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's fascinating, cause. Let's go on to the New Day segment, which started as beautiful as you can have a New Day segment now, especially off the
How do you not love
off
the
the
New Day?
eve of some very disheartening news involving some ejaculate, involving a Maddox, and involving an NXT title, and involving a triple threat match that was unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned trios champion.
It might have been a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Still yet to be discovered, but I'm pretty sure there was a flash in the background.
Yeah, Xavier Woods was put over hard.
He was put over. No, he was put under hard, but
he put over up down. I'll tell you that.
So New Day's segment starts with Xavier Woods dead in the middle. So this guy's good for him facing his demons.
Do you want to
putting
address?
himself on the main
Do you want to
spotlight.
address the reason why this is funny
No, I'd let you do it, please.
openly? Well, there's been who we were just talking about, longest reigning tag team in WWE history, Xavier Woods. So as we said, the segment opens with a New Day with Xavier Woods in the middle, frozen, while Big E and Kofi looking at him.
Visually uncomfortable and not gimmick uncomfortable.
Well,
Visually uncomfortable because
I think he had to pass that idea through, though.
Yeah.
They for sure. Yeah.
But that's the best way you can do it, because you know what? WWE wants this to go away quick, because look at what position they're in now. We're less than 12 days away from
They
WrestleMania,
have to let it go away.
and they literally have to market everything else harder.
They have to market him specifically.
Yeah, because he's the host.
He's the host.
The host of WrestleMania.
They have to market him, so it's like you can see though, like he always has funny lines and lines that make him pop. But you can see he was like trying to get through his lines so he can fucking get through the segment because he did not want to be there. You can see it. He was just like, fuck.
So they show him on screen and they're both looking at him all awkwardly. And then they ask him, "Is there something you want to talk to us about?" And then he's just like, "WrestleMania," like trying to get over.
That was funny.
Try to get away from it as much as he can, as well as address it and try to brush it under the rug.
Exactly.
Man, that's fucking awesome.
I get it's a great segment to have, and you know what? For him to roll with the punches like he did, I give him the props, because sometimes you can let that social media backlash like consume you.
Oh man,
You know?
like, do they have free range of just whatever they can, whatever they want for their segments, as far as like creatively? Because I don't see WWE being like,
I can imagine
address it however you want.
I figure they have a segment to do, but then they're like, well, whoever's the head writer, they just
because they did reference to 420.
They run through it to
They
where
did.
they're like, well, we're gonna start it like this because Xavier's in this kind of spot right now. Let's start it like this. Mm-hmm. And if they think it's funny, go ahead, ask Vince real quick, and boom, it starts. Because I from what I've been hearing, and in every story, it always involves Vince at the end, either giving the okay for a sudden.
But then again, he's not very informed as far as what's going on outside of his little Vince McMahon bubble. I mean, he barely even called me to pitch the damn Undertaker match. I barely got that call. I was like,
waiting. You're waiting for it.
I was like staring at my phone, like, fuck, I hope this guy calls me, man.
Anytime, man.
I need
Pause,
that
it's
scoop.
Vinny.
Oh shit, I've been waiting for you, man. I answered that, dropped the phone.
Did you ever hear that, speaking of like how people introduce themselves on the call, Jay Lethal said one time that an unknown called him, and he listens to the voicemail, and he's all like, Jay Lethal, it's the Nature Boy. And when the Nature Boy calls you, you pick up. And then he hangs up. He says it's been like the best voicemail he's ever gotten.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Because that's when they were going to set up with Jay versus Ric Flair. But
over in TNA.
Imagine talking about you ignore a phone call because you don't dig unknown numbers, and then you get like, Mark, it's the Nature Boy. The Boy calls.
Woo!
Woo! You answer.
Georgia Gold Crispy.
Woo, honey
Tender. Woo!
I know. You know what? One thing that's
that popped me so hard, dude. I was rolling on the floor laughing when they did the KFC commercial.
Oh my god!
The funny thing is, it's a young Ric Flair too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna so buy those like 2 Southpaw Regional Wrestling T-shirts. I'm gonna wear one for the gym. People think that I'm part of Southpaw Regional. Dude, but anyway,
so good.
The next thing we had some 205 live action, and we had a double Austin Aries against Cause's double Tony Nese.
Yeah.
The semi-premier athlete, and Tony was getting a majority of the spots off, and it's the heel's hometown. It was his hometown that day over at the leg of where they were at.
Still can't go over in his hometown.
Oh yeah, no. And then Austin fires back. He ends up getting Tony Nese in that little pendulum elbow, which is kind of getting over, where he gets the fans on one side, gets the fans on the other, and then he swings his pendulum elbow.
It was flat, though, because of just the cruiserweight division.
What pendulum elbow?
The pendulum elbow, he goes, once an opponent's knocked down in the middle of the ring, Austin Aries would then take his 2 arms and then get the attention of the crowd from this way, which sucks because the first thing he does is goes over to where the Titantron's at. No one's going to
there was nobody there.
Then he goes to the other side, which is the back part of the crowd, which is opposite where the Titantron's at.
Yeah.
And then he goes back again and then winds up and then spins, and mid-spin his elbow's going to hit the other side of that person. Pendulum elbow.
Okay.
And it might get over. It's just, like I said, you have to get over this stigma of 205 Live, which I think...
It's the purple ropes.
It's in a deep rut.
Why,
I told you, though.
I don't know why.
I
can't...
They separate the product within the product, and if people are already turned off by Raw as it is, even people that watch Raw, now you're shoehorning in this product that doesn't necessarily revolve around anything else in the show. They have their own show that you can see on another day. It's shoehorned in, and people disconnect. That's the time to go and like get a beer or fucking grab the popcorn.
It's the new women's matches.
Live with the piss break.
Yes,
you
do.
I don't.
Oh,
no, but that sucks because everyone has that mentality.
But that's really the mentality that people have, because it's like they're gonna change the ropes. Like I talked to somebody that was at a Raw recently, and he's not like any kind of fan.
Who's on Adderall, bro?
He's not like a fan or.
Well, there's your first
like
mistake. He's not a fucking fan.
No, he's all listen.
He's the consensus of a mainstream fan.
He just took his kids to go see Raw, and I asked him, okay, so when they did the cruiserweight matches, like, what did they do? He's like, oh, it took like 15 minutes. They had to redo all the ropes. They put down a new Candice.
Yeah, but have you ever been to a SmackDown? They used to do that shit all the time with superstars and main event. Like RVD came out, had a badass match.
In the middle of Raw.
Yes, in the middle of SmackDown. I didn't go see Raw. I saw SmackDown. Okay. But RVD came out, had a badass match. Goes in the back. Big E and Jack Swagger have a match. Goes in the back, and then the action stops. And then they fucking tear down. They take the mat off.
I remember RVD had 2 matches that night against Seth Rollins.
This isn't that,
and it was at 2 different. It was at main event and then SmackDown.
Yeah.
But this isn't that, though.
It is. It's exactly that, but it's cruiserweight division.
Okay,
now.
So think about this.
If
you were to watch Raw, and then right in the middle of your 3-hour Raw, you had to watch main event matches.
That's how they did it. That's how they always have done it.
But on TV live. So you're telling me they switched the ring to main event, and they had all the ropes, main event, superstars, on TV live while you're sitting there watching SmackDown.
Well, SmackDown wasn't live.
They do this live during the show.
But it's just the cruiserweight division.
But there's 2 cruiserweight matches spread throughout the show. So that's twice that they send the crew out there to dismantle the ring and set it back up.
I'm seeing what he's saying. So
you're going up and down.
Yeah.
You're killing the momentum. That's why it's so flat for them. Because I asked him.
But dude, going and watching live is something completely... It's not a show then. Okay, it's a production that you're watching. You're not watching the show.
We're watching a production of a live show. And if the crowd isn't into it, you're not going to be into it.
I agree.
Yeah. So when you kill the crowd by sending a crew out to dismantle the ring and then reset it back up, and then these people come out that are perceived as lower tier wrestlers, it completely throws
or not
you
a
out.
Part of Raw,
or not, or exactly. Specifically not even a part of the show that you came to see.
Very true.
It's going to throw you out, and me watching, I get thrown out every time I see the purple ropes and the purple lights and everything.
I know. I have a feeling WWE is not that blind to the fact to where they need to actually fix something with 205 Live. But the roster's there with me. The excitement's there. It's just something that needs to get fixed. I mean, you need more appeal to it.
I just
besides the hardcore fan.
I just think they're doing that to introduce you to a whole new crop of talent.
Like, but they're not doing it right though.
They're doing it though. You know who Tony Nese is though. You know who fucking.
But can you take him serious?
That doesn't matter. You know who he is now.
You as a person,
you know who he is now. That's all that matters.
But you're thinking of it as the Smark up here. We're talking about the Marks. Okay, now do you know Tony Nese?
I fucking hate Tony Nese.
Well, exactly.
But he's the premier athlete.
He's the premier athlete. But like he has like go away heat. Like it's just kind of like it's Tony Nese out there, whatever.
Okay, so
moving on.
Hey, you know what? There's a Messiah out there in 205 Live, and his name's A-Double.
Okay,
I hope so. Fuck. But then we're gonna be like A-Double has no dance partners.
All right, now what about this? Because this popped into my mind when I was watching Raw. Mm-hmm. What if Austin Aries wins and then gets blindsided by someone completely out of
Juventud Guerrera?
You think
bring back the juice?
You think the juice is?
I want the fucking juice back, man.
How cool would that be?
What, bringing back the Flying Rabbi, Juventud Guerrero? You said the Jews, right?
The Jews, yeah, the Jews is in the house.
Ah, the juice.
El jugoso.
No, but think about someone who's completely unrelated. Completely unrelated, out of the feud, that just comes in and interferes, and then bam, you got now someone else into the fold.
Ricochet.
Oh my god.
That was
Phoenix
fucking
or Drago.
Phoenix or Drago? Oh my god.
Do you think with Lucha Underground on Netflix now would get them more?
Or the Slim.
Do you think they'd give them more of an opportunity to possibly be recruited by the WWE?
That Lucha Underground deal is so lucrative, it's going to be hard. You got to get around it because you got to wait until after the tapings are done, and they tape a year. They tape a year in advance, so you're on like you essentially work like a 3-month period that we can get tickets to Lucha Underground, and then that literally keeps you under contract for 2 years. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Their contracts, that whole AAA contract deal, and everybody
that's
gonna
halt
in it.
That's going to halt the whole development of their talent.
What if WWE signs Ricochet when they really want Prince Puma? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like Conan's already taken steps though. He started that Crash promotion, the Crash.
Well, Conan's back in LAX.
Well, yeah,
they're working LAX and Impact.
Well, it's because Jeff Jarrett and Conan have a pretty good relationship, so they're going to work together. But dude, I mean, if Conan takes over down in Mexico, we're going to see Lucha Underground like on a daily, weekly basis because he's already got all those guys. They're all loyal to him. All the main bangers in Lucha Underground are loyal to Conan. So.
The next thing we had after the 205 live action with Austin Aries and Tony Nese, I wanted to mention there was a post-match promo with Neville and Austin Aries, basically alluding to the WrestleMania match, and A-Double was basically saying that you're nowhere near my level, Neville, and that's kind of hard to say. That's like a tongue twister in itself.
Yeah.
After that, they had an Emma teaser, so Emma's going to be back after changing from Emelina. Well, from Emma to Emelina, now she's back.
What's really going on with that? What do you think is really going on?
It didn't. She wasn't fully immersed in that Emelina role where she, had to fake an English accent, an American accent. They wanted her to be, from what I've read atop my Wrestling Observatory, is that they needed her to be this Sable or this next sexy diva.
She can do it, dude,
and she can, but.
She wants to wrestle.
Exactly. No diva wants to work that hard now to then just be a valet again. I think me and Kaz share that same mindset where it's like, well, I worked this hard. I'm not going to go and promote this Divas Revolution and then just be like, oh, you're just going to be a valet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think that Divas Revolution thing is kind of working against them as far as quality of match because now they're just kind of piggybacking on, hey, we're divas. We need to be respected like all the other men, and it's like, dude, your match quality is slipping, buddy, all around the board.
A couple botches here and there,
all around the board. Though. It's getting bad, and it's like, I get it, women's empowerment and all that. I mean, you know where I stand on women's wrestling. It's not up there yet the way people are praising it. Like
it was though.
It
was when.
But they put too much praise on it, and now it's like. Because now they don't have to work as hard, or at least the way I see it, I don't think they're working as hard anymore.
Do you remember when they had the Divas Revolution, and then they brought up the girls from NXT, and then it kind of they weren't wrestling very much. They like factioned up,
Yep.
and then it was more diva shit than it was women's wrestling.
I really wish that they wouldn't have factioned up. That would have been
that killed the momentum of the revolution. It's not there anymore.
the PCB and shit. Like that didn't even make sense, dude.
All we need is a couple Canadian destroyers, a couple Dragon
We needed some Taya. Oh my god.
Dragon Kinranas snapping. Someone has to get it like legit injured for them to like bring respect back to it. Throwing a Styles Clash where someone tucks her neck out.
Oh, the old neck breaker.
So after that, we had Roman versus Strowman.
Yeah. All right. Now Braun Strowman. No, I'm lugging this feud. I'm digging it. Braun Strowman before,
But it's not going to pay off for Braun Strowman, so that really bugs me.
yeah. But I like watching him wrestle. Every week he's been doing something different.
He's good, dude.
Dude, you remember when we were watching, we just constantly shit on him, like, this dude's not selling.
He was,
Look at him.
but he was terrible.
He's allergic to that mat.
All due respect,
He was wearing a
terrible.
BB top.
Yeah.
The
titties hanging out.
The spot I remember specifically that got me and you, we were just sitting there like, I'm done with this motherfucker. We're done. Was when Bubba Ray had the trash can.
Yeah.
And he punched it. And Bubba Ray was like, you motherfucker.
He
go
beat the shit out of him with it.
You motherfucker.
Yes. that right there is funny. But like the match with Big Show, the other matches with Roman, now he did this. What move did he do? He oh fuck, man, I wish I could. Oh, he did a. Oh no, that was someone else. No, they who did a full Nelson slam? Someone did that. Randy Orton did that to Baron Corbin. That looked badass.
That's really good.
No, but he did a pop up and then he got hit with a Superman punch and he flat backed from like he jumped way high and then did it. And when he jumped off the ropes at fucking
whatever pay-per-view
just happened.
Whatever generic
he's getting good, dude. He's getting good. Oh, they're bringing that back Bad Blood for Raw.
Bad Blood's coming back, bro.
Pay-per-view Bad Blood.
Why don't they just call all these fucking pay-per-views in your house? I mean, seriously.
Cause, brother. It's
Seriously.
already done, bro.
Because the in your houses, all the sets were the same, and I think that's what like the seed of all the sets being the same.
What do we have here? Let me ask you guys an important question. What top 3 women on the main roster would you fuck the shit out of?
Noah Kunz.
Noah.
He said Noah Kunz. He said I'd go for Alexa Bliss, Paige, and Becky Lynch.
See, I wouldn't do Paige because it's been done.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Paige.
Sorry, Paige. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the videos, but
Alexa
Asuka?
Bliss is my one and only.
Wait, he said main roster.
main roster, Alexa Bliss, Naomi,
Yeah.
and Nikki Bella. Just because I want some of that.
Alexa,
Barbie doll.
Natalia, and JoJo.
Alexa, and Alexa. No.
Joe, they're gonna call up JoJo, so I'm calling it right now.
She's already called up, dude. She's the professional Lillian Garcia imitator.
I know. She sounds really good.
Thank you.
I'll go for Alexa. Charlotte for sure. You guys are tripping on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you had your choice between all those girls,
There's something weird about Charlotte where it's
Dude,
just
I want to
like,
see. I want to see Charlotte give you the burning hammer.
You
I wanna
don't-
see that.
come on, man.
dude. That's what I kind of want to see.
I want
like,
to take the rum shaker. Like
I had that
18
before. It's
times,
just a
dude.
shot in the ass and, a couple pills and you're out the door.
I'm just trying to take the rum shaker, dog.
The
burning.
I just want that.
If I can get the stink face from Naomi,
Oh my god.
Rikishi, do you want Rikishi watching?
that's only if Rikishi's watching.
That's cool.
And my third one would be
Shout out to Jimmy Uso or Jay or whatever for listening to the pay-per-view.
Yeah, dude,
Two
thank you.
Smarks and a Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, but every woman on the roster, I didn't see a bukkake of.
Oh, so everyone that's not named Paige.
I didn't see her defiled, man.
She defiled the
See,
title.
Noah agrees. Charlotte, yeah.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
I know,
So
but-
we're talking. We had to pick 3. I don't think I'd pick Charlotte. I mean,
I
that's
would.
just me.
I would.
We had to pick 3. Emma.
But I'm telling you.
Fuck Emma. I don't know.
I like Natalia.
Emma. I think it'd be a toss up between Emma and Alexa.
No,
Because I've seen Alexa without makeup, and that was fucking whoa. Oh shit.
I'll tell you what.
No, you know what's even worse is seeing her next to Buddy Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
Without
Oh,
makeup, it was like shit.
Buddy Murphy's the luckiest guy on planet Earth.
Carmella's bodied up. Yeah, she wouldn't.
No, she's too much for me. I think it's too perfect as far as if I had a choice, I don't think I'd go for Carmella.
Well, she's with Ellsworth, so it's kind of
Ellsworth? I know,
Yeah,
right?
you're he'll beat your ass, dude. James
But for
Ellsworth.
sure, let's go ahead.
James Ellsworth would beat your ass.
Let's go ahead and sneak Asuka up in that discussion. That's my girl.
Ooh, hey,
That's my
she
girl.
looks. Hey, you know what? Live.
Amber Moon.
Amber Moon is a firecracker.
She's pretty fine, dude. When I saw her live, I was like...
Amber Moon's dies for days, dude.
For real, though, as a shoot, all-time favorite right now of current wrestlers is Taya, dude. I saw her in Lucha Underground, and, like, I couldn't see anything else.
Oh, yeah.
But Taya, it was like...
Ooh, Mariposa.
He said Tejano?
Tejano?
El
Tejano, yeah, Tejano, man. That dude
Tejano's hot, dude.
fucking dude rip, bro.
Hey, thanks, Noah. Yeah, dude, every Wednesday we talk wrestling, bro. So stop by. The Paper Review presents Two Smarks and a Mark.
Noah,
Sometimes
you want to do me a favor and get that arc back over here to Two Smarks and a Mark.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There
So
you go.
let's go on to SmackDown here. And the best thing to happen with SmackDown...
I got notes for
I got my
SmackDown.
whole list of notes right here,
I'll
baby.
let you guide us along
lead
the
us
way
off
of the
in
SmackDown
journey.
SmackDown opens
And we're
up.
not talking about
SmackDown
Paige.
experience, brother.
We're not talking about Paige's SmackDown experience. We're talking about the SmackDown.
SmackDown opens up. AJ Styles, of course, teasing Daniel Bryan, you know, like kind of just doing the thing where you're getting yelled at and then you're like behind your mom's back, like he's doing that shit to Daniel Bryan, where Daniel Bryan doesn't want him there, but he's there and he's raising hell and he's still threatening to physically
He had a sweet
abuse.
visor on.
Did you
Yeah,
see that
yeah,
WrestleMania?
Little visor thing. It was
I'm
pretty
waiting
cool.
to see AJ Styles with a fanny pack, dude. He can
So
bring it back.
he says "fuck it" and goes out to the ring and cuts a promo on Shane McMahon, telling him, "I'll be there in the parking lot, brother. The unsanctioned street fight that Triple H and Seth Rollins are gonna have starts today." So he fucking straight up threatens them with violence that he's gonna, which spreads out throughout the show. You see AJ Styles waiting for Shane McMahon. Beast promo to open it up, which I think that for those of you on Twitter need to start spreading the hashtag beat up Shane McMahon like he did with beat up John Cena. Please. It's fucking awesome. But Mark had mentioned his prediction for what's going to go on WrestleMania between this match. Was that you want to cover that real quick?
It's right there. It's right there. Shane's gonna jump off a 65-foot ladder, and then,
Yeah.
and then next year it's gonna be a 75-foot ladder.
I don't know if they have enough time to beat the shit out of Shane so much to where Shinsuke Nakamura comes as a replacement.
That's what he said is going to happen. He thinks that Shane McMahon is going to get so beat up that he won't be able to have a match, and he's going to call in.
He's shooting on everybody. First of all, it needs to be said. Shane is shooting on everybody right now.
What do you mean?
He's fucking laying it in. He's laying in potatoes. If you listen to the podcast with Rusev and Lana with Chris Jericho, Talk is Jericho, you know, Talk is Jericho on podcast one. But
Shout out to Beyond the Darkness.
they were talking.
Network.
They were talking about how Lana had her first match at WrestleMania and how it was kind of like there was some stuff that got stiffed in there. And, like, she was like, well, yeah, it's wrestling. But then Chris Jericho was like, yeah, at Survivor Series when I was wrestling Shane put in a couple, and I just jumped up and drop-kicked him right in his mouth, and then went up to him and was like, hey, you got to slow it down, buddy, you know, it's cool. But Chris Jericho was just like, yeah, I didn't give a shit if it was Shane or not. Mm-hmm. You're in there, you're fucking going too hard. I'm going to fucking pop you back. And now when you look at Shane, he comes out and he has a black eye and fucking his head is bruised.
Yeah.
And they were even trying to cover it with makeup. I even paused it and I had to like look at this.
He analyzed it.
I had to analyze it because it's like a bruise like this. And you know what it looked like? It looked like strong style elbows.
Damn.
And I'm like, ooh, AJ Styles might have mixed his ass up last week.
Bit of a stretch.
Yeah, because, man, Shane lays his shit in and it's like, fuck, dude. What the fuck is this?
So this is, I can't help but have this in the back of my mind that you said that Shane's going to bring up Shinsuke to take his spot for him.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm having a feeling that I'm banking on that's what's going to happen. I
hope so.
wish that's what happened. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Are you
Because
Ty Dillinger at number 10 wishing?
I know, right? I'm a Kenny Omega at the
Kenny
Royal
Omega,
Rumble,
Royal Rumble.
wishing.
Literally the man himself had to be like, please, just don't do that.
Did you hear that? It was Angle, Kenny, Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode. It was all five of those guys.
Yeah, and then we got
I was
fucking...
going in, man.
We got Jack Gallagher.
Yeah.
That's
We got
that's all we
and the
got.
umbrella.
Poppins.
And the
Jack
umbrella.
Poppins and the umbrella. Fuck.
I hope it happens, and I hope I can stick it to Brian Zane because Brian Zane actually cut a big his own Wrestling with Regret promo saying that it's not going to happen. I'll be there. I'll be there to tell him I told him so.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, let's hope it happens because having Shane in there versus versus AJ Styles.
That's
after
my number.
AJ Styles has been doing the damnedest thing of being the wrestler of the year,
making WWE relevant. I mean,
but
let's be realistic.
It makes
here.
sense, that he keeps getting screwed over, and he thinks he's entitled to whatever he thinks he's entitled to from doing everything and coming into the WWE. Kind of makes sense. It's not the match that I want at WrestleMania, but at least it fits into his character and what's going on.
That's the first note I have here. Shane McMahon versus WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Why? I mean, why? Why can't AJ have a match with just anybody? Fuck, there's so many people there, dude.
Noah was saying that have they added a stipulation of the match yet? If they don't, it's going to be ass. Shane is only good for a spot fest. And he says, or Styles can carry him to a decent match, but if it's straight up wrestling, it's going to be hard for him.
Which Styles already fucking propped up Shane at that last segment of SmackDown and fucking carried him through that because.
All right, I watched SmackDown on.
Woof.
I watched SmackDown on Facebook on the WWE Sri Lanka page. They uploaded
WWE Sri Lanka.
Shout out to WWE Sri Lanka. You can go and watch wrestling there, but as what usually happens when you go to Torrance, California to visit to watch what you need, it got cut off at the last. It probably cut off the last 5 minutes of SmackDown, so I didn't see what happened.
Gotta be on that open load.
Did you say open load? Oh, I'm sorry.
I said drop a load, not on the NXT title. Continue.
Shane McMahon did his trademark "I'll elbow you" on the announce table.
Didn't even make it.
He did it. What?
He barely made it.
Wait, he did the
like a cunt hair, dude.
He did the spot.
Yeah, he did the
elbow from the
the
onto
one
the
he's done to
agent.
Test, the one he's done to you a couple times.
I've had that done. Yeah, I had a coast to coast.
All right, so this is the amount of contact he made for him. But since AJ Styles is fucking phenomenal, and that's like fucking for real.
That's not a play on words.
This is how much he touched him. Open your
the mic,
cars. It got him like maybe about like this.
Like a little tip of the elbow.
Like maybe like a forearm.
Yeah.
To the point where like Shane bounced. Because he took the whole elbow and he bounced up and like had to roll over, but like AJ's the fucking man. He
sold it like $1 million bucks.
He folded in half and fell down.
But
still though, like you can, even with AJ's phenomenal sell, you can still see Shane like completely fucking miss, smash his elbow onto the collapsed table and just like
if that's
roll over. And I was just like,
if that's not a telltale sign,
you gotta think Lucky Lupacek. Lucky Lupacek's the one that taught AJ.
It's like, dude, we got Goldberg can't carry a match, and we got Shane can't carry a match, and these are the only real singles matches we got on the
what
card
you guys
for
think of
WrestleMania.
that Shane Undertaker Hell in a Cell?
That match sucked.
Be
honest.
Be honest.
That was all right.
Be honest.
The
Don't
build
lie.
to that
Wait,
was
hold on. You can lie to me all you want, Mark. You can lie to me all you want, but don't lie to yourself, dude.
It was all right because of
that
the spot.
match sucked.
Okay,
match
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
sucked,
but the
dude.
spot at the end redeemed it.
No.
Did you guys see that picture?
It didn't.
Oh, you tell me a spot that big isn't. You have to give it credit. I mean, doing any spot like that.
It was so
have
shoehorned in there, man.
I'll agree. It
You
was.
can just respect the spot. That's it. No,
I'll respect the
spot. The spot.
I'll respect
the
the
match
balls.
was all right. It wasn't the best match. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
going
it
to
was
say
also
it's like,
it was
a
also
good match.
this much longer than it needed to be.
Okay, I could dig that.
The way I guess best way I could put that match is like, it's like watching a musician saw a lady in half, but you see the whole trick. Or
Like an oboe player?
Like an oboe player, like, you know, when
It's watching the
he's playing
Snatch
his
Mo
bass.
cut a lady in half.
You know, like when he's playing his saxophone and he cuts the lady in half, and you can see the whole trick. That's how that match was to me.
Yeah,
I saw the whole
good.
trick, dude.
I like that.
And especially too because you see the kick pad and Byron Saxton fucking like nudge it with his foot as he's getting up to move out of the way. Get that shit.
Yeah.
Position it right.
And reading the script.
You know what spot I liked? When Taker and Lesnar were in the Hell in the Cell and they ripped
open
the mat.
canvas.
Oh yeah,
And
and they
then
were doing the
fucking-
F5s on the mat.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. That
so
was new.
So he says to get back to Noah here. Noah, what's up, man? We're reading your comments here,
What's going on, dude?
He said, if I had to guess to what NXT talent gets brought up to the main roster, I'd bet Asuka, Shinsuke, and Revival. We do need to revive the Raw Tag Team division. That needs a revival. They need to put a little dash of a little Dawson in there.
That's
Asuka,
something Wilder.
Asuka for sure is ready, more than ready.
She needs to go to SmackDown.
But is NXT ready to lose
NXT's
Asuka?
the NXT women's division isn't ready. Straight up.
That sucks.
Like they weren't
Liv
ready
Morgan,
to lose freaking Sammy and all that.
Ember Moon's the best wrestler they have, and then a close second is going to be Peyton Royce or her other friend.
Oh, the
Billy Kay.
the scissor
Which one's
sisters?
Peyton? Which one's Kay?
Which
Billy?
one's Peyton? Which one's
And then
Kay?
Liv Morgan, a.k.a. Carmella, too.
Hey, man.
It's such a terrible gimmick.
What do you want me to do?
It sucks.
Anyone from
It
Joycey
sucks.
is always going to be the same gimmick.
It sucks because she wears the same shit.
Yeah.
You only live
does
once,
like
bro.
the exact same dances and everything. Dude.
And who else do we have? Oh, well, Nikki Cross. So I forgot.
I'm in love with Nikki
sorry
Cross.
about that.
Nikki Cross is
and
my
Ember
number
Moon.
3.
But
Nikki
she's
Cross and
like,
Ember Moon.
Nikki Cross is my number 3, bro.
oh, she's pretty hot, dude.
It's
Would
not
you
that
let
she's
Nikki
hot, it's
Cross
just that I'd let her-
crucifix you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good.
Would you let her rip your beard hairs out?
Hey, man,
Yeah.
come on. We have to have a religious tie-in.
Okay,
Don't be this cheap heat.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Homeboy said, geez, Shane barely made that elbow dive. I thought Shane actually got fucked up from it.
Right,
Well,
dude. He like,
well, let's hope he does, so then Shinsuke has to
dude,
replace
he
him.
like, it was so
That's what
bad.
he's doing.
He
He's
said-
sabotaging the match.
It was funny too because like he was out of breath, dude. All right, so for you viewers at home,
And give me the
Shane
mic.
had like
Cosmo
it
usually
wasn't a
demonstrates
half
Get the
on
mic
this.
towards him, Adrian.
It wasn't a half. It wasn't a half Nelson. It was like a arm, like this on AJ, and was like,
Oh, my gosh.
and he did it to him like 4 or 5 fucking times, and like that was his main shit. Like he was letting in, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm
Shane's
like,
had good matches, though, before.
Yeah.
he has, but he I don't think he knows how to throw a working punch anymore.
No. Well,
That's the problem.
Noah says right here that his Shane's punches are the funniest thing in the world.
No, dude, what was that hold he had him? It was like he had him like
He's like the guy.
like a chicken wing almost, but it wasn't like a full chicken wing.
He's the wrestler guy that goes to New Jiu-Jitsu and tries
Shane
to do
Scroll?
wrestling moves.
Shane
yes, yes,
New Shane
yes,
Scroll.
yes, he is.
Homeboy said Shane versus Taker was decent. I was there live, and it was the best match they could do. I wasn't expecting it to be a 5-star classic, but it was entertaining enough for what it was.
Yeah, see?
Especially sitting there with all them people, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, then again, I'm the fan that sat there and watched WrestleMania for 6 hours, and then have that to be the build up, like the payoff. And I
Yeah.
don't get the magic of being there. It wasn't good enough. You can't recreate. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, which means you can't have mankind fall off the damn cell ever again. It'll never happen again, and you'll never feel that way again. It'll never make my mom cry ever again. My mom cried when she saw that.
When she saw him.
Because everyone thought we all just saw someone die.
She was like, "Wow." I was like, "Yeah, wow."
She lit a candle after that one.
Dude, when that shit happened, I was so, like, not shocked or surprised. I was like, I popped, and I was like, what the fuck? But deep down, I knew he was going to be all right because of everything I seen him do, where I was like, he's going to be fine. And then until I got older, I was
His
like,
body was
holy
thrashed,
shit.
dude.
Like, what the fuck was that, dude?
Trying to stick your tongue through the damn,
Yeah.
and that you swallow, dude. When I showed my wife this match.
Yeah.
My way. I showed her this match, and she was like, What's that in his nose?" And I was like, "Well, he has that clearly documented.
Yeah.
It's his tooth." And she goes, "Well, how did his tooth get into his nose?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, it's kind of like when you get a noodle and like you like inhale it in your nose." And she's like, "A fucking tooth went through his nasal cavity?"
Autism.
I was like, "Yeah," and he was smiling about it, but that's not a smile. He was trying to stick his tongue through a hole in his fucking lip. This man's crazy.
Yep.
It's the fucking man right there. Without that match,
Rest
I
in
would
peace,
have
Mick Foley.
no belief in myself within any fucking
Damn.
aspect of life.
He's
'Cause-
putting over.
no, for real. I
Old
mean,
man
for real
Kyle.
though. For real though. That right
Honestly,
there
yeah.
made me feel like shit. Anything's possible. He fucking got up and came back out and took a stunner. Anything's possible. He fucking died in a match. Came back out and took a stunner. Are you fucking kidding me? Walked out, walked back and lived, fucking dragging his shit. Oh my god. Mankind.
Big props to him.
Fucking mankind, dude.
What else did you have on the docket there, dear Adrian?
Okay, we have the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles on the line.
Oh.
For some reason, the champions walk out first. Why is that? Cosmo, why is that? Why are the champions walking out first? No, well, I was like, recently, I've noticed that champions walking out first, they tend to lose their title. But then, like, Kevin Owens walked out second, so he lost his title. So there's there's definitely a little bit of a trend there, but I don't like that. I don't like the champion's always supposed to walk out second.
He's
What the fuck's
the
going
one
on here?
that you need to wait for.
Badass match. This is a badass match. This is just what I pulled from this. Badass match, fire wrestling, good feud, shitty build. And this right here,
No build, really.
I like.
Besides the promo that the Usos cut on American Alpha, that really
That was good.
nice.
But
But
what
then
did we-
there was nothing after that.
What did
no
we get
follow-up.
last week though? We got the Usos wrestling in the middle of like a Shane McMahon walking to the main event for last week's SmackDown was so shitty. They stepped all over that main event, which pisses me off because you could be building a legit feud with them, like making me give a shit. Because I do like watching the Usos, the new Usos wrestle American Alpha. They're fucking bad.
The
But-
hip hop Usos.
Yeah, but this match right here definitely showcased the difference between a good tag team and a veteran tag team, because the Usos were doing some dope shit.
And a good match between a comfortable medium between
Yeah.
those two. Like
That's they have good shit.
mesh.
They have good shit.
Mesh. I think the Usos have been a little played out though, as far as
Yeah, but this revival,
This-
for lack of a better term, I like it, dude. I'm digging it.
My only problem with it is this day one ish gimmick that they're going with. I mean, is that the gimmick? Can we think of something
What's that? Day one ish.
day one ish where they're like thug gangsters, but that's like their. Is that the gimmick? Because it's all over their hat. It's on their shirt.
5-star.
Yeah. What is? Who the hell are these guys?
They're the new Usos. The new Usos. The new Usos. Yeah,
It's
the
thrown.
Usos, if you will.
It's kind of.
I don't like the branding they're trying to do.
I like it.
It throws me
I like
off.
their image,
I think
they're
it throws me
trying-
off because it's like we're a PG show, and that's fine. I mean, there's plenty of PG shows out there. I called Crazy earlier to try and like pull up some of my memory because my memory's not as well as it used to be. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of PG.
So he calls me, which my memory is.
Yeah, his memory's just as
No,
fucking
what
terrible.
can attribute to your guys' short-term memory loss?
I don't know.
It's not thinking about things that aren't important. Maybe I don't know.
That's what happens.
just
That's what happens. You
spitballing.
tend to keep in the real important things and just throw out the shitty stuff.
Yeah, but my point is like, I get it. Your first day shit. That's what you're trying to say. It's tongue in cheek, but it's almost too tongue in cheek to where it's like, I get it. You're a PG show, and you're trying to cuss, but you can't, so you're gonna just do it anyways. You know what I mean? So it's like it almost seems like a lack of creativity, like on whoever's doing that. I feel like their characters would be more compelling if they were something and not just first day ish with black letters on a black or white
that's-
letters on a black shirt. You know,
You get what they mean by that.
I get what they mean, but I feel like they're neutering themselves on purpose.
Well, it's just a shitty gimmick. I liked it. I liked it before when they were just like wearing
Like
black
a
tank
thug,
tops.
like a little thuggish. Yeah,
That was
like,
cool.
We're gonna
Like-
kick the shit out of you guys, and now it's like
Yeah, but now you need to think the business side of professional wrestling, cause you need to brand yourself. You need to
not if they're
sell.
heels. Not if they're heels.
Hey, don't work yourself right now.
no.
Don't get worked, bro. It's
No.
all about making money at the end of the day.
If I'm supposed to hate you, I don't want to see your shirt in the crowd, because that means somebody else likes you.
All right, now, you yourself,
Me personally.
wrestling fan,
Personally,
you'll
yes.
support a heel.
Oh fuck yeah.
Don't you want some dope ass clothing from them?
Yes and no.
It's just a shitty attempt.
I would really.
See, you're falling into the
I would really-
ideology of being a wrestling fan rather than just being an actual wrestling fan.
I don't know. I don't know about
AJ
that.
so
Styles is
deep,
full blown
deep
heel,
hole.
and I bought his shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a cool shirt, I guess.
It's pretty cool.
it's a guy.
It says I'm phenomenal on the back.
I mean, it has like random fonts though. That's the only thing that's like, what is that? Times New Roman and like, italic and
Random.
just random.
Plus
fonts.
overall, this
Yeah, and then the overall.
Love that.
No, but just branding. I think in general, as far as like,
they just need something better.
it's not their stories don't mesh with the wrestling. The wrestling doesn't mesh with the stories, and then the wrestlers don't mesh with their gimmicks. And there's just so much discombobulation. I feel maybe it's me. Maybe I'm out to lunch.
Well, what Cause,
Maybe I'm out to
what I'm
lunch.
what I'm hearing is that Cause wants them to be the Thug Sos.
Thug Sos, yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily the thug sos, but like have something.
He wants
they have
merch to buy
nothing.
for the Usos.
No,
That's
no,
what he's
no,
telling me.
Basically what I'm hearing.
No, not necessarily merch, but I want something to, I guess, buy from the Usos themselves. What the hell are they? It's my whole beef with Dolph Ziggler. What the fuck, or who is Dolph Ziggler? What is his gimmick? Why would I wear his T-shirt? What the fuck is going on?
He's
with
there to
Dolph?
He doesn't
Steal the
like Dolph
show.
Ziggler because Dolph Ziggler can easily have sex with his girlfriend.
Oh, of course.
That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying.
But she's my wife, so that probably wouldn't happen. No, but
That's his gimmick, though. His gimmick is is get over it and your girl because he's stealing your girl.
I feel like there's just a lack of creativity as far as who these people are. There's nothing compelling about
Well,
them.
these people.
What do you mean, these people? To my Tongan brothers out there.
I mean, specifically race-oriented people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, like
Race or
like away from the Anglo-Saxon, the good stuff.
Dude, I was.
This is heat right now, brother. You guys know heat?
There was this guy that interviewed.
Sunday Night
There was a
Heat.
guy that interviewed Sugar Brian Zane a couple weeks ago.
I interviewed Brian Zane. That's crazy.
But this went.
He gave me an hour
This
of his
actually
time.
went in a bad direction, unlike yours. Probably went in a good direction.
Mine went straight into the ground, bro.
The gentleman starts off
Straight
by
into
saying,
Winston.
Straight in the
the
ground.
gentleman starts off as like, I don't want to, bring a controversial topic into our interview, Brian, but I'm not a racist. And then Brian was like, well, as soon as you start off with that, you're going into good territory.
Yeah,
And he was like,
good waters
he
there, brother.
literally says, like, I kind of didn't like your top 5 African-American champions because you put The Rock at number 1. The Rock is Samoan. And then I'm like, oh my God, this guy's I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I was like, dude, his dad is fucking Rocky Johnson. Rocky Johnson is a black man.
It's pretty cut and dry.
I was all like, what, like, and then after that, Brian totally tuned out after that interview.
Oh, yeah.
And then he even struck out again. He called him Adam. He was like, oh, let me tell you something, Adam. It's Brian. Oh, I'm sorry. Brian, sorry.
You're off, dude.
Oh,
You're,
my
You're
God.
done.
Dude,
you're cut, bro.
total professional he is for actually going for the rest of the interview. But
Yeah, all right,
craziness.
let's catch up with these comments real quick. He
Yeah.
says, Noah, what's up, Noah? Shout out to Noah.
Noah.
He said the NXT Women's Division is fine enough for me. They have Nikki Cross to be the top heel and Ember Moon to be the top face,
Nah.
and people like Peyton, Liv, and Billy to keep it alive.
Saw him live. It wasn't that good.
You saw him live.
Rough.
It was,
was
rough.
rough,
It was
dude.
fucking rough, dude.
Noof. He said, Noof. Yeah,
Noof.
you'll never make me forget Noof.
She won't be Aaliyah ever. She's Noof.
He said Foley's wife legit thought Foley died from that match. There's audio of her calling into WWF office and she's in tears.
Jesus,
she freaked
dude.
out about that. You've never seen Beyond the Mat,
I
have you?
saw it. Yeah, I actually just saw that, dude. When they were
Have you seen
fucking
it?
watching the I Quit match, that wasn't even that brutal.
No, it wasn't.
That was like a walk in the park for Mankind.
Yeah, but it was still pretty brutal.
It was brutal, but like we're talking Cactus Jack with fucking C4 on his arm, trying to body slam Terry Funk into like a pile of bricks.
The Rock wasn't supposed to land that hard. That's what I got.
Oh,
And he
yeah,
got
at the
shit
very end,
kicked
yeah.
out of him.
Yeah.
You know something that pisses me off about Mania? They always have some shitty pop rap artist to play the show and waste it over 15
It's
minutes.
for the sheeple, baby.
Yeah, that's the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, that's for the dads that brought their kids.
He says, "Why don't we get Metallica or Green Day in there? That's some shit that gets people pumped up." Metallica
There we
would be
go.
awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Fucking Motorhead would be awesome.
Limp
but that's
Bizkit
just me.
sucked.
when they were around.
Limp Bizkit killed
Limp
WrestleMania
Bizkit.
18.
Last year they had Travis. Oh no.
Snoop Dogg, wasn't it?
Was it Snoop Dogg?
It
I
was
think
Snoop
it was.
Dogg,
Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't that bad.
It was
But
cool.
I was watching WrestleMania
It was
30.
cool the fact that Sasha didn't go over with Snoop Dogg coming
Yeah.
out and do a full live performance for her.
That's
I mean,
true.
whatever. It's just Snoop Dogg. He's just a Hall of Famer.
They announced the musical guest for this year, and I was just like, why?
Who?
Dude? I don't know who it is.
You know who it is?
Probably Flowrider again.
She said, I heard they had Usos win to have American Alpha win the titles back at Mania for a WrestleMania moment because WWE
hate
thinks
that
winning the
shit.
titles back after 1 week is an important moment.
I
Apparently,
hate WrestleMania moment. That whole concept fucking pisses
Blame
me
Shawn
off,
Michaels.
he says, "Bologna, fudge, and mustard." John Cena, 2010. That's a quote showing us why people have legit reason to make fun of us for being wrestling fans.
dude. Yeah,
Well,
for real,
dude, some of the PG shit or some of the shit that's just it's cringeworthy. It's fucking.
It's so
suck-
cringe. It is so fucking cringe. Just the exchanges between the SmackDown women, like
Some of it's just-
leading up to their matches, is just
Oh, you know talking about that beef between Nikki Bella and Natalia, where it just led up to just
to nothing.
That
to,
was so
to Total
shit.
Bellas, to getting people to watch Total Divas and Total Bellas.
Hey,
So
thanks
what the
for
hell
wasting
are
my
they
time.
blurring? Are they blurring the lines between like? Am I supposed to be a Mark or am I supposed to be a Smark? Am I not supposed to know about
Look,
backstage
you're supposed
stuff?
to be a top of your
Like,
wrestling observatory.
what the hell am I?
There you go.
What am I doing in wrestling?
You're
Why
supposed to
am
be
I
observing
up
it
there?
atop our wrestling observatory.
All right, let's get these last.
He said that sounds like the cringiest interview ever with Brian Zane and Homeboy.
Dude, it was Trust me, I'm gonna show you the link later.
And he said, "Walk in the park, dude." He took like 12 chair shots to the head. That shit, knowing all about the Benoit tragedy and the concussion in wrestling, makes me so uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, but then again, he didn't he have a match where he like went through like the cage and the ring and thumbtacks and fucking barbed wire.
It's brutal.
That is essentially a walk in the park. A couple chair shots instead of having C4 blow up on your back.
Dude, that thumbtack bump is.
This thing about Dolph Ziggler is what pissed my boy Cosmo off a long time ago. He says Dolph Ziggler is a guy who wants to be Heartbreak Kid so badly and dresses like a homosexual man in a glam metal band. He would always... Cosmo was like kind of a fan of Dolph Ziggler because he was kind of paying tribute to Shawn Michaels and Mr. Ass.
Billy Gunn and Triple H.
But the fact that he never, like, even when asked... Yeah. Like, you're putting these moves over. What are you, a fan? And not acknowledging that he's a fan, not acknowledging that he took these moves from these guys. All of this shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Shawn Michaels said himself, too. He hits up Dolph Ziggler saying, "Hey, you're welcome for that flare-up," or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, every time Ziggler's on the screen, my Twitter blows up because that dude's just copying my shit. But then he really broke it down, though. He really shit on Ziggler, was like, all right, dude, I get it. You like my stuff. My stuff was memorable. It touched you in a way. It influenced you. Whatever. There's going to come a point where you're going to have to do your own shit. Because you can get off on my shit. Like, half of my stuff was Ric Flair's. And this is what he was saying. He's like, half of my stuff was Ric Flair, but the fact that I made it my own made it my own.
Yep. One of the key things about Ric Flair was... or a key example, because I'd never heard him say that, but a key example I can think of is when he gets whipped into the turnbuckle, how he does the flip over. Charlotte does that now, but Ric Flair used to just eat it like and then do the flip over. But Shawn Michaels would hit it and like whiplash,
like
bounce off.
Yeah, dude, he fucking
remember
died.
He did that at WrestleMania 10, and this guy just like it looks like he was just gonna blast off out of the arena.
Oh my god! Look up Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. Oh, it is the worst overselling of a match.
What are you talking about? There's no such thing as overselling.
Was it worse than AJ Styles, Shane McMahon?
Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels doesn't do a bad
SmackDown there.
When I see it, I'll let you know.
You need to I wish we could watch it right now so I can get your live reaction on film because it was fucking like.
We can probably look it up real quick. Noah brings up a very important subject. He said, "I just read the title for the video. So who's the Smarks and who's the Mark?"
That's for you guys to decide at the top of the Wrestling Observatory.
Yes, because there are moments where we smark out, we mark out. Every episode, there's a smark and a mark. It's up for you to decide.
Yeah,
that's for the audience.
The funny thing is my first name is Mark.
Yeah,
so it's kind of already built.
And Cause is usually the mark.
Yeah, that's
hey man, sometimes shit, I fucking buy it.
All right, hold on. You guys want to check out the spot? How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good, man.
Good?
Ready to.
All right, man.
Get this live reaction real quick.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure they uploaded it on there.
Which one are you talking about?
The table spot, Shane McMahon.
Shane McManamus?
Shane McMonius. Asuka. Dude, I'm in love with Asuka.
She's hot, man. When she stares into the hard camera like that.
Oh yeah.
Looks like the look that she gives like she has a piece of candy in her pocket.
What?
Real quick, there was a spot in the Usos American Alpha match.
Yeah.
That fucking. I have to say it, man. God. Fucking Chad Gable's like one of the best sequence guys out there.
Dude, I love Chad Gable.
He is so fucking good.
Dude, he bridges anything.
It was a near fall roll up super kick, dude. Fuck.
Chad Henning.
It was so smooth, man.
If Mr. Perfect had a kid, it'd be Chad Henning.
Would you guys be interested in watching a super kick party between the Usos and
the Young Bucks of Youth?
The Bucks of Youth. Because they're pretty.
Right, so did you analyze this black eye?
Oh yeah, go back. It's at the very beginning of this right here, right when it comes out.
It's 4 minutes long. Let's just watch this.
Just go back. He wants to see the black eye. Look at
There's no black guys in the ring, dude. It's just Shane and.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about right.
It's like temple? Look. Right pause here. It. Look, it's all the way back behind his ear.
Yeah,
it's strong style.
It's taking shape of his skull.
It's taking shape of an elbow across his fucking ear.
Look at this look we have right here,
and it's swollen too.
That is Vince McMahon, and
that's Vince McMahon, right?
That is straight up Vince. Anyway,
all right. So we're looking at Shane McMahon hits AJ Styles with an elbow. Just Google or go to YouTube, look up WWE channel, and we're watching the Shane McMahon hits AJ Styles with an elbow under the announce table, and it's starting right Wait, hold on. We're going to start this at 1 minute and 19 seconds.
Cue it.
About now.
Meek Mahan.
So we can't hear the audio, but AJ Styles cuts a mean promo.
He's telling him, "You's a bitch, and your mother is a bitch, and your daddy is a bitch,
and every woman in your life is a bitch,
including
with
your
the
daddy,
sweet
because she is
visor
the
on.
woman."
AJ Styles has a. I think I might buy that WrestleMania visor.
Those
just to look as douchey as
you need to fucking grow your hair out. Though,
those WrestleMania visors aren't flying off the shelves, but when AJ Styles rocks them, I'm pretty sure they got a couple sales. That guy's wearing a Triple G shirt.
So right now he's like, I'm gonna get in the ring,
holy
and
shit,
I'm gonna shake your hand,
and
I'm gonna apologize.
Don't put Triple G over on the rest.
Dude,
Oh my god,
Triple G.
Oh yeah,
what the fuck? He's a kitty cat.
Oh, so it was a half Nelson. Okay, so it was a half.
He was a
Nelson.
kitty cat, dude.
Yeah, that's Sugar Shane McMahon.
He paused like a kitty cat,
Dude.
Don't
Did you
miss
get
that,
Ray Leonard?
jab?
That looked like Ray Leonard, man. That was
Has he been training with the kangaroo? The kangaroo possessed by the soul
Snap
of.
suplex.
It's
Like
not
right into the
possessed. It's
barricade.
reincarnation.
Oh, it's reincarnated of
Smoking Joe Frazier.
Those boots.
Yeah, he's rocking straight Harley boots.
Yeah, those are.
They cleaned off the
Those
table.
are his aces and eights boots.
Look at this.
Oh! Nice.
And
back
then he
body.
And how padded do you think those the outside ring is?
Well,
Like,
that
how
outside
thick
ring is a little bit padded, but
Not the
wooden
hood. Not the hood
not
on that.
that
that
panel.
wooden
I know that.
panel from the dude, those are like jiu-jitsu mats.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
they're hard jiu-jitsu mats.
But there's a little give. Come on,
Yeah.
it's not too stiff.
Like I want to say about skin give.
Is
Like,
Tom?
if you poke your finger into your arm, that's about how much
I
give
don't
you
know,
got.
dude. There's a little bounce on there.
No, but it's soft material though. But that's how much give you got.
Look
So
at
it
that.
looks.
Oh yeah, nice job implementing the monitor.
So it looks
Going
more.
tweener like that tweener thing he's doing.
I like that heel working face a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
He picks up.
All right, look at this. Look at this arms
Oh
lock.
my gosh, what is that?
I don't know, but
What the
Look
fuck
at,
was that?
Oh, AJ kind of props himself up on it.
you wrap my arm like you're punching me and you're wrapping my arm like that, dude. That's
Dude,
not
I
happening.
gotta get that shirt that Shane has, man. It's like he got it from Bane.
No. He shops at Baby Gap.
That fool shops at H&M, man. Look at that.
Baby H&M.
It's like, is this the biggest? Is this the
All right,
biggest?
he's climbing.
Raglan
He's
shirt
ascending
you
the
have?
ropes. Oh my
Okay.
God, ladies and gentlemen, he's
Wearing
got
a
those
new pair of Jordans.
red
Why
bottom
is he
Nikes
out of
on the
breath?
top rope.
Why is he out of breath?
Was he going to do it? The same spot we've seen him do for years. Oh, he's thinking about
We've
it.
seen his.
That's what the problem was.
Oh
he
my
thought about
God.
We've seen this spot done in several phases of hair color. We've seen it all brown,
it. A little bit of salt and
then
pepper.
we've seen the salt and pepper, then almost all salt,
Yep.
and then all salt.
All right, can you drop me 10 on that, Adrian?
All right, I guess.
Drop me 10 on that. All right,
See-
you can see the hesitation right there.
You're not supposed. Oh my God, you're not supposed to think about it. Do they have an alternate cut?
No, I don't.
They buried that alternate cut?
They got like 3 shots of it, but it's all from the same angle. They don't like no.
It's like that's the angle they were using for the Royal
But
Rumble.
they slow-moed it like 3
For that
times.
shit.
They slow-moed it 3 times, which they should not have done because
And
I
AJ's
saw
dead.
everything. I saw everything.
Shit, man. All right, what are we doing now?
Let's smacketh down.
SmackDown. So we got new tag team champs. American Alpha laid down for
With
the
the
Usos.
low blow. With the
a-
low blow finish.
Yeah, with a heel finish. He wrangled him on the ropes, nut shotted
Wrung his nuts out, dude. Like I was like,
Into
yes,
a super
I
kick.
missed that shit because that will put you down. As a man, you're hitting your balls. You're going down for at least 3 seconds. Come on,
for sure. So new tag team champs. We go into WrestleMania. I don't know. Do they have a match? I haven't watched Talking Smack yet. They usually set up angles there.
Oh, dude, we're about to get into that right now.
There's that rematch clause, baby.
I got right here in my notes Harper for president because that motherfucker, dude, he needs to
Yeah.
get a push, dude.
Yeah,
God
promos are the best.
damn.
damn good.
we need some more Harper in my life, man.
Damn good promo.
I think they see it. They say that's why they even gave him that shot to make it look like he was going to have a WrestleMania chance. I mean,
Dude, Harper, man, he's my
he cut a
Intercontinental
fucking
champion.
promo, man.
He's my Intercontinental champion.
Okay. Next.
we had Randall P. Orton against Baron Bosley.
No, we had the Miz, the Miz and
Oh, the
Reigns.
total bell is bullshit.
Okay, I'll comment on this one because I kind of watched it.
I watch it too.
I sat there and watched it. So, the Miz is fucking terrible actor for his gimmick being the actor. He fucking bombed that shit. Maurice did such a good job. Like I was watching it and I was like, oh shit, is that Maurice? Like I couldn't tell for a second. I thought they hired actors, and I was like, oh shit, that's Maurice. And she was doing their stick and shit on Total Bellas, and I watched Total Bellas, and I was like, damn, she's getting that shit down pretty goddamn good. And then Miz shoehorned his way in there and was like, just completely over the top, and it was like, damn.
You didn't like it?
I was taking Maurice seriously as far as like this gimmick.
It's a parody. You can't take him serious.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Is like I was taking her serious as far as the parody was concerned. Like I was into it, and then when he came on, he just kind of like acted like an asshole. Mm-hmm. So it kind of like threw her off.
Yeah.
So then when they shoehorned the second one in, I was kind of like already like, nah. You should have probably just done one of these.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny
because it wasn't just one segment. They had a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple of them, and it was funny. Like but kind of like the same. It's stepping on the feud that Natalya had. Well, the fact that John Cena won't marry her.
Yeah.
That shit's getting a little old to me. But there's people that don't know about that.
But that's the gimmick now.
Well, why won't he? Doesn't he love her?
I don't know. John Cena's a man
for
about
tax purposes.
Dang, he lives in Florida. There's no taxes. That's the best. That's how they always get you.
He's John Cena. They can't even.
Is that why they're all in Florida?
Yeah, I know. That's why all the wrestlers live there.
It's not about what you make. It's about what you save. Which was old school weathered.
So then we had
eat your Tolios.
Please eat your Tolios.
Randy Orton taking on Baron Corbin.
Not a bad match. I like that match. I like that baseball slide he does it into the corner post and then walks out. And then jumps back in.
Watching Randy do a power slam to Baron Corbin, the snap power slam.
Yeah, awesome.
I do have to say, though, and I don't know if it was just because he was wrestling Randy Orton, but I feel like he's not there yet to be like wrestling Randy Orton.
Baron Corbin?
Ortons, yeah, the Baron Corbin. Like, I had a funny thought when I was watching. I was like, man, he's like a piece of chicken that you've cooked. And it's cooked, and it looks really good, and you eat like 6 bites of it, and you're like, damn, this chicken's bomb. But then when you get to that thick middle, it's still a little raw, and you're like, damn it, I gotta throw this shit back on the damn grill because it's gonna give me salmonella.
After you contract salmonella.
Yeah.
Baron salmonella.
So Baron, you need a little bit more sauteing, brother, because there's a little bit of spice.
What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Hair versus hair match WrestleMania, please.
Yeah, I feel like he's
for the love of God.
I just feel like he's
he thinks that Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose should have a hair versus hair match.
I feel like
they both need to shave.
Speaking of Baron Corbin and freaking Dean Ambrose, did I just get butt fucked with their storyline? Like,
what do you
Jesus Christ. Okay, we get it. They're feuding. And then he comes out, you want a match, Baron? I'm going to give you dirty deeds and then accept. Bam!
Yeah.
Now we have a match. And then it's like, the graphic. Oh, we built a matchup. Now it's Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose.
Have you felt that Dean Ambrose has been missing in action?
Yeah, and then at the end of the show, they're like, "Oh, Shane McMahon's gonna be on Talking Smack to make the match official." Motherfucker, they've been goddamn feuding for the last month.
I kind of assumed
you already had a graphic made. Literally, he said, "I'll take your match." The graphic popped up the next scene. Literally, the next scene was the graphic, and I'm like, okay, did I just get fucking butt fucked with their storyline, or wait, was I watching or was I not watching? Are you treating me like I'm not watching the show? What the hell?
Yeah,
like I was just like, I felt violated. I did. It's terrible shit, dude. How'd you guys feel about that?
I thought the match with Randy Orton was good. It sucks that it was interrupted by Dean Ambrose on a fucking forklift, and
just shoehorned right in there.
But
get it in there, man.
I like the Orton Corbin feud. Let's see that.
Yeah, and I mean that would take Corbin and put him on that level. Working with Randy that much,
it sucks because you're working with Randy, who might win the title at WrestleMania. But then you're in a feud with Dean Ambrose. It's kind of like I'd rather watch the feud with him than the feud with Dean Ambrose. What do you think, Mark?
The Dean Ambrose Baron Corbin thing. I just want this thing to be over with because the fact when I look at these guys, I'm like, man, there could have been a different way to make this feud more appealing to me. You know, I just don't like it when you have the safest forklift spot done.
Like a 7-inch block and shit.
To prevent anything. And one thing about this feud that I'm enjoying, I'm enjoying seeing Baron Corbin evolve Because back when he started NXT, I was mad because every time I watched his match, I'm like, dude, this guy has 2 moves.
Yeah.
And he would just do that end of days move, which I didn't really like in the beginning, but now I'm like realizing
why? Because he's rock bottoming himself.
It got over on me when he started catching people.
Yeah.
When he started catching people in it, that was
when he caught Bull Dempsey in it, I was like, okay,
yeah,
all right,
I got it.
backing
That's
away.
that's legit.
I'm not full hating on this guy.
That's legit.
Me and Cos's gimmick with Baron Corbin was always like, oh, we're short one wrestler, man. Don't you have a cousin who had a friend who looks like a badass?
Yeah,
this dude right.
He's the guy that used to play for the Cardinals.
Hey, man, you think you could wrestle?
Like Theo Baron?
And then
you pay me money.
Yeah, how much money? We'll give you we'll give you $35. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Give me a 6-pack and call the deal.
Give me a 6-pack and a pack of chew.
That was a high chew. It's like
you know who I want to see Baron Corbin's abs interrupt the match and then be placed on him.
Oh,
that'd be sick.
So our gimmick was always that Baron Corbin was just some hired hand for like cheap,
like dude, like,
and
hey brother,
some
you
dude
fight?
at a bar.
And it was funny because he was on Talking Smack and he was talking to Daniel Bryan and literally made me fucking die because he told Daniel Bryan, "You've been wrestling for how many years? 10 years till you made it to the WWE. It took me a phone call to get here."
I made that phone call.
Yeah, exactly. That shit was hilarious, dude.
Oh my god!
Shouts to Baron Bosley.
Shout out to god.
Next match we had was in my notes right here. Chris, read what that says.
It says "fucking fashion police."
They are the fucking.
They stole the show, man.
They are the best.
You guys like that?
Oh
shit?
my
Dude,
god!
did you see the segment that they did?
They're so good.
Dude, that was good.
With
the fact that Cena squashed this whole match and started to spoil an advancement.
We did. Cheddarfield versus Lance Catamaran?
Yeah.
For the main event? They main evented SmackDown?
The only the notes that I have,
on that.
finally someone gave John Cena a ticket for wearing jean shorts.
Jorts.
Jorts.
Dude, the fucking ticket gimmick found its niche. Like, the way they do it now, that is fucking funny.
I've always hated it until, what's his name? Fandango was getting caught in a sunset flip, and he stopped, and he started writing tickets to... Who was it? Who was it that got him in that sunset flip? I think it was like Jason Jordan or something. Yeah. But he stood there. He stopped the sunset flip, mid-flip, and then he started writing tickets and then throwing it on his face while he's right there, and then he eventually got rolled up.
That's funny.
The wee-woo.
We're going to find...
So awesome, dude.
I'm telling you, man, like, see, if they're never going to give up Fandango's actual gimmick, this whole fashion police is in my opinion, the last hurrah.
It is
maybe there might be
hurrah though.
Yeah,
it's literally the hurrah
for calling John Cena out with those jean shorts. Oh my god!
For George, hit him with it, Breezy.
You don't like there might be some steam in Breeze Bella. You don't think so,
dude? No. Dude, remember I told you I was like, dude, Fandango and Tyler Breeze need to be a tag team, and then they did it, and then they did that whole Breezango thing, and I was like, I don't like Breezango. They need something. Mm-hmm. And then when they hit him with this fashion police, I was like, dude, yes,
a little gimmicky,
100%. But this is wrestling.
Yeah.
This is wrestling.
Tell yourself,
man.
Tell yourself that every now and then.
Yes, yeah, damn.
Hulk Hogan, man, biggest fucking wrestler of all time.
There's the mark.
Big time.
So what else? What else?
I got Cena's just ready to move on. I think he's.
I don't think so.
I think he's just ready to do movies now. Like, he doesn't.
What do you think?
I don't think he takes it serious. As far as.
Well, you can't take this.
You can't take a
feud that's going on.
Intergender tag team match.
That's sexist, bro.
He's gonna go full force on Maurice.
Yeah.
During the match,
you can't take him serious. But I mean, either way though. He's having an intergender feud. I've seen intergender feuds that got really, really heated and that I actually bought into. Like, okay, that dude's dissing his girl. His girl don't like it, and they're all about to fucking eat each other.
When you got some gangster trying to hit up your fly girl.
On The Simpsons, say you got a gangster trying to hit up your fly girl. You just hit him with one of these.
Starts dancing?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if Cena took it more seriously instead of like
Yeah,
Here comes Nikki
okay.
Bella.
Where it looks slapstick.
It looks so
It's
stupid,
dumb.
dude. Like,
It's dumb as fuck.
Cena, go do comedy movies. I mean, seriously though, like for real. And I'm not trying to be like disrespectful.
We can't
toward
miss him if he doesn't leave.
I'm not like I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way at all. But I just think he's ready for his comedy roles and not wrestling anymore.
Damn, that's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, it's totally.
I'm just saying, man. You don't take your promos serious, and when you don't take them serious, that's when it's time
Well,
to move on.
well, my good friend Jim Cornette.
Oh, Uncle Corny?
Yeah, Uncle Corny said last week on his podcast is, I can't miss you if you don't leave. So he maybe an extended absence for quite a little while would do him some good after WrestleMania.
And my final note: AJ Styles can sell diarrhea as ribeye steaks and sell them to you, and you'll buy it, eat it, and like it.
Are we going to mention this Becky Lynch Carmella Gauntlet match thing?
Fucking no.
I don't really
even want to talk about that.
After that, I mean, there's the women's. Big props to Alexa Bliss for making $1 million out of a couple nickels. Because she with her limited movesets and everything, she's a hell of a heel, and you totally forget about the movesets.
Speaking of champions coming out last, she comes in. She's the third run in. Mickey James comes in after her, and she's running in with the belt.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, oh, dude. Why? You're the champion. You don't need to run into this.
You need to hold this title
Then
with
the
prestige, brother.
AJ Styles and Shane McMahon segment, which we just mentioned
covered,
earlier.
yeah.
I'm anything AJ Styles puts down.
You'll
I'm
buy
buying.
it. You'll buy it. You'll fucking buy it.
No.
I want
sure.
some of what AJ wants to give, but he
AJ's
doesn't. He don't want none.
I
You
got-
smell what AJ's cooking?
I got
Yeah.
AIDS right here for sale. You want some AIDS?
Y'all want some?
Yeah, I'll take some of that AIDS.
Want some AIDS blanket?
So the next thing,
Smallpox blanket.
the next thing we read at top of the Wrestling Observatory was the Hardys.
Yeah.
Apparently getting an offer for WWE.
Apparently, I don't know how official this is. What kind of
They're
offer
working,
would it be?
man. They're working.
All I know right now, from what I've learned on the interwebs, is that the Hardys are with Ring of Honor, at which their contract with them ends April 1st,
It's a sweetheart deal.
and WrestleMania is April 2nd. That's all I'm talking about right
And the event that they're working is only 70 miles away from where WrestleMania is going to be held in Hotlando.
Which isn't a long drive for
It's a hop, skip, and a jump away,
Yeah,
brother.
it's a stone's throw away.
It's a couple. So, I want to see the Hardys. I want to see the Hardys in this mix. And one note that I want to make is the only people that are spitting the mumbo jumbo that the Hardys speak in their gimmicks is the Wyatts. You know, and I want to see that type of. I want to see a face cult type of thing that they're doing with the Broken Hardys.
Broken Brilliance, yeah.
And I want to see what Bray Wyatt can spin with, someone that he brings along and just run amok in the tag team division.
The Wyatt family versus an actual Hardy family?
Yeah. See,
Does Benjamin come?
have brother Maxwell or his son Maxwell.
Yeah, King Maxwell.
You think they'll be able to take him along with WWE?
I don't
Like
know.
they-
Do you think Vanguard 1 has
Maxwell's
intellectual
going to
right?
single-handedly beat American Alpha like he did a Rockstar
Well, he's
Spud
undefeated.
and
He's
fucking
undefeated
Tag Team
in his
Apocalypto. These guys need to be on it, and
Yeah.
Matt Hardy has this career resurgence last year that just went crazy. Total props to the guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Would you want to see the Hardys and the Young Bucks in the WWE as a feud for WrestleMania?
I'm not really. I like the Young Bucks a lot. I like them a lot. I just don't think that they're ideal for WWE.
That makes sense.
I know they can.
Adjust.
They can, but you don't want them to. Once they do that, it's like they're not the Young Bucks anymore. With the Young Bucks, you need multiple super kicks. You need the whole. Let me just make fun of the fact that I'm a wrestler.
Well, shit, man. We have John Cena doing fucking backdrop, double down tackle. It's the same shit over and over. At least the
Roman
Young
Reigns throwing
Bucks.
Superman punches.
At least the Young Bucks make it like a gimmick every single time they do the
Yeah.
super kick party. It's always something funny. Like they're trying to get a rise out of you.
It's too indie. That style's too indie.
It's too independent.
They're just a couple indie darlings.
Yeah, internet darlings.
And Hunter Hearst darlings.
So what do you think the potential or the possibility of them returning to the WWE?
WWE has money,
100%.
and the Hardys love money
That's true.
as much as I don't even want to go there.
Whoa.
Yeah, but yes, they do. and they'll probably be in the WWE probably at WrestleMania.
How would you?
Raw after for sure. To spike that rating.
From the translation that I got from Causes after Raw.
After.
All right. Well, I'm stoked.
Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
SRW,
Yeah,
ladies and
brother.
gentlemen. Welcome.
Regional Wrestling.
Chad Too Bad.
Tex Ferguson.
Tex Ferguson coming out of
Chad.
Do you know about Sex Ferguson, first of all?
his like alter ego when he
Yeah.
used to run parodies.
Yeah.
Back-
The skullet.
Scullion.
I
love Sex Ferguson. I love Tex Ferguson.
These couple of videos were fucking hilarious.
They
Yeah,
needed
Chet-
to do this
so
so
Chet
long ago.
Cheddarfield's
In the annals of the WWE's, the WWE went around buying regional territories, just to capitalize on the market and ultimately create a monopoly. Through this, they found an old tape in the annals of the history of Southpaw Regional Wrestling, a small wrestling promotion in 1987 that tried to make it big with their last ditch effort to have a big show, which was Lethal Leap Year, and unfortunately, 1987 didn't have a leap year.
at the fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds, so there was no place to hold this, and because of that, they went under. But
They paid the promoter in advance for the 29th, even though there was no 29th.
yeah, but there's those feuds that were showcased on that tape of Southpaw Regional Wrestling. We did have somewhat of a ending to that because they did have a show at the Hogshead a couple days after that. I believe it was the 27th, and some people went over, some people didn't. But you can check out the interview with what's his name? Bobsky?
Clint Bobsky.
Clint Bobsky was on Talk Is Jericho, and he laid everything out. So you guys can go check that out and for sure hear the behind the scenes of Southpaw Regional Wrestling. What'd you guys think about it?
John Johnson, that's my champion.
John Johnson.
John Johnson is my champion. He needs the WWE Universal title and the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Fucking John Johnson.
What'd you think, Mark?
With Southpaw Regional Wrestling, I thought the whole Lance Catamaran and Chet Cheddarfield, they stole the show, man.
The two announcers?
It's like, what was this chick's name? He's all like,
I don't know. Is there
Carol, call me.
She like
God damn it, Chet,
You
be a
didn't like-
professional.
You didn't like Chad Too Bad's fucking wig up against his glasses? That was popping me so
his
bad.
wig started at his eye.
His eyebrows. That was the funniest shit ever.
Oh yeah, Chad Too Bad had a nice pair of Zubaz pants. And then Tex Ferguson drove in a car with two eye patches.
Because he had his eyes done in.
Oh, man.
So good. You guys need to check out Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
And then buy it when you pop because of Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
You're gonna
buy a
pop, dude.
shirt.
You're gonna pop.
I need a shirt, dude.
I need a couple of
get one
those Southpaw shirts.
Oh, man.
need a
It's
couple of
Pelvis Wesley, man.
Pelvis Wesley, don't forget
And
about
then
him.
Ric Flair does this
Dude,
commercial.
the Ric Flair commercials, I was in tears.
Yes.
And Ric Flair.
And my son, he was sitting right next to me in his little jumper thing, and he was looking at me like, "What is wrong with you?
Why are you laughing so hard?
I was like, "Dude, I can't."
Did you give him a couple stiff ones because he didn't?
I gave him a couple chops to the chest because I was like,
Dang.
"Ric Flair is speaking, and he's wooing right now. Pay
Why
attention."
Why does
Cause-
it say it's an imitator?
Cause,
It's a paid imitator.
Quick question: what are the odds that Ric Flair is the son of is his son? Your kid.
Your cause? Yeah.
That could, because we can all be Ric Flair's sons.
Yeah.
Legitimately. What are the percentages that Space Mountain was around your neck of the woods?
Oh, my lady was riding Space Mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know. My kid doesn't have bleach blonde hair.
Yeah, but I was
He has a sweet 10 though.
He is limousine riding.
Oh, okay.
I was over there at his house one day and he was crying and like he had like a pacifier and he was doing that thing where he was crying with the pacifier in his mouth and he took it out real quick and Cos went woo. So, woo. You know
He
they
did one of the multiple woos.
yeah. They say that the first man originated in Africa, but that could be a lie. All of us, you can scan our DNA and see that all of us come from South Carolina,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
North Carolina,
Somewhere around that.
I don't limit the possibility that Ric Flair could be my dad.
for sure.
Neither
It's always open.
neither should cause or any generation of
I've
kid.
actually never met my dad, so like
Could be
when I
possible.
think about it,
Can't limit it.
it's probably Rick because my mom hated Rick as like a wrestler. And I was always like, why do you hate him? Why do you hate Rick?
Something about him.
Just
I
something
want to talk
about that
about
guy.
it. Young Cosworth.
Young Coswell. So Southpaw Regional Wrestling, man.
They need to do another one.
They did those. What is it? Georgia Gold chicken tenders or whatever they are.
Woo, crispy. Woo, tangy. Woo, honey mustard.
Ric Flair
Georgia barbecue.
said, it's like, meet your favorite wrestlers, meet Chet Chernobyl, they'll all be there.
Last time I was down in Georgia with Southpaw Regional Wrestling, I didn't show up with them because they couldn't afford me.
And it was an impersonator.
What do you say? Like an eat and greet. Eat and greet. With some of the
Down at the KFC.
So fucking funny, dude.
What was the gimmick of the pool hall thing? Is like breakfast is free, or
free
like,
parking, free breakfast for anyone who shows up before the show.
It's gonna be a hell of a show, guys. Hell of a show,
dude. If you guys have even been to a local wrestling show,
it's pretty much that. It is that.
I went to Ribs and Wrestling, dude, where they had Ribs and Wrestling. Like it just reminded me of that so much.
It's funny too because like even when you go to the like local wrestling shows that don't have it, they're scrambling to get it.
Yeah.
We went to one where they were like, "Shit, we don't have hot dogs. Go to the store, get some hot dogs." They were selling
They
like
took some of the door
dude.
money
and just went out there and bought a pack of hot dogs and fried them up right there in the middle of the gym where I don't even think you should have a barbecue.
Or beer. They were selling beer.
Yeah,
there.
they were selling
That's
beer and
tight.
shit without a line.
Hey, man, give me a cup. Hey, kayfabe, man, kayfabe.
This
It's
might have been
kayfabe
their title. This might have been their title.
it's work beer. It's O'Doul's.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
getting worked.
It was a speltzer, a spritzer.
That's cool, man. Like, even with one of the funniest lines that you had Rusev as, what was his name?
Big
Bartholomew. Big Bartholomew's like, yeah, I'm going to do this for everyone who had farms in the 1900s. And then he's all like, I'm also doing this for all the southern countries. And then
all the southern countries?
And then Chris Jericho's like, looked at the camera, was like, yes, all the southern countries.
He's like,
Dude,
what the fuck, southern?
This was so fucking hilarious because they just rolled with it. And,
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? With the whole inferno that this is causing within, like, within the people that get this kind of stuff, there's not. Southpaw Regional Wrestling is going to keep on going, and once they see the T-shirt sales where they can't even keep Southpaw shirts in stock,
I don't think they should ever wrestle though. Never wrestle.
Yeah, Cuz made a point that they should never show any work, any wrestling or
work
anything
at all.
Just
it should
keep
always
doing
be
promos.
going to the ring. It should always be going to the ring and coming back. If
it
anything.
helps. It helps with people
If
doing
anything.
promos anyway.
Yeah.
So
What the
I think
fuck
the
was
whole Fandango John Cena thing was a good little Easter egg for their Southpaw thing too,
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
I
it
was wondering,
yeah.
I was like, why is he wrestling Fandango?
Yeah, in a singles match.
And then when they
Weird.
came out, I was like, oh yeah, Southpaw.
Yeah.
What about Sea Monster? The Sea Monster?
No. Fucking Luke Harper, El Bandito.
That wasn't Luke Harper.
That was-
That had to be, dude. He was
that
the
was
only
Luke.
big dude that.
That was Luke, dude. El Bandito was Luke. That was fucking hilarious.
No, it was
Luchador, what do you
Because
say?
I thought that hallway was small,
What did-
but then I was just like, well, when is a small?
Mysterio.
Mysterioso. Dude, and then he had the ponytail overlapping his mask like this.
Yeah.
And the rest of his hair all shittily in the
was
back.
Luke
It was,
Harper.
it was Luquero Harpero.
El Bombadero.
I was trying to figure
Mysterioso.
who it was, dude. It had to have been Luke
Who was the
Harper.
sea
Yeah.
monster?
That was probably Luke Harper. I don't know.
I don't know, but that was fucking funny.
This-
You're not gonna find me, Big Bartholomew.
Yeah.
You'll fight the sea monster.
Fixing his mustard.
Oh my god,
Oh,
dude!
yes.
Southpaw Regional Wrestling is hilarious.
Fuck yeah.
I'm probably gonna rewatch it when again.
Oh, I'm gonna rewatch
after I
it.
show you this offensive interview that this guy did with Sugar Brian Zane. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it with Two Smarks and a Mark. I want to thank Big Cause for gracing us with his sabbatical presence. It's every so often, I'd like to call him the World Cup co-host, where he only shows up 4 times. Actually, 1 time every 4 years.
I'm like Haley's Comet, man. I don't come around.
I want to thank my lovely co-host, the Smart, for tonight's show.
Let's be honest. He's the mark. He
Craze
got work.
Badman Luna. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Two Smarks and Mark. I want to thank All Geeks Gamers Facebook group, and I also want to thank the other wrestling Facebook group that I'm going to put this on,
Oh, okay.
which you guys know who you are.
Who is it?
I just keep it general, so that way I can put on every single one of their pages, and they're like, "Oh, that's us."
Shh. Yeah, kayfabe, man. Kayfabe.
Yeah, kayfabe. We just ignore all that. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to Two Smarks and a Mark. We'll see